Welcome, welcome. How are we all? I hope you're all well. We are the Natural Havoc channel. We are a group of Twitch streamers that decided to give playing and streaming Dungeons and Dragons a go. We play the 5th edition system, and we have some homebrew rules thrown in and playing a homebrew world. So, a lot of us are still figuring things out. We're not new anymore, but we're still figuring things out. So please do be patient if we make any mistakes or any of the other things. Also, thank you to all you YouTubers out there that are watching right now, the people on the YouTubes. It's always great to see you guys there, and thank you for being here live. So many of you turn up every week. It's fantastic. I love it. Let's jump on over to Eagle for socials.
Hey, if you're not following Instagram, go follow the Instagram. The Instagram has so many good things going on. Smitty Jane posts a lot of things there, and you should go follow the Instagram. Now, but then on top of that, if you're not following the Twitter, go follow the Twitter. I'm sorry that you just go follow the Twitter. And I'm the Eagle Outlaw. You can find me over the Eagle Outlaw. I just finished Breath of the Wild. Hello!
Thank you, Eagle. Also, for those that don't know, me and Eagle are room sharing for the week, hence the blue lights. We're in the same room. Crazy, right? Anyway, let's go to the next person. Let's go to Smitty. Smitty, take it away.
Hello, I'm Smitty Jane. You should definitely follow the socials in case you couldn't hear it because Eagle's mic was cutting out. But go follow the Twitters and the Instagrams. Did a good job, Eagle. You did a good job. And yeah, you can see most usually Breath of the Wild content over on my channel, or you can find me over in these guys because they're all really cool.
Awesome, and let's throw to the other side of the screen, Zeb. Zeb, take it away.
Yeah, you find me over on Agent Zeb, Monday to Fridays, usually in the morning, sometimes in the evening. And yeah, currently enjoying Pokemon a lot. Started the Arceus playthrough today, and yeah, it's probably gonna be on my channel next week. And then other stuff once in a while, but most of that.
Awesome, Smitty. We can just hear your mic buzzing or something. I don't know what it is, but just so you know. Also, Creed, take it away.
Hi guys. I've been incognito from Twitch, but you can go follow me on Guildmaster Creed. I have funny clips if you want to watch that until I return to my amazing stream where I'm totally better than all these. No, I'm joking. I'm entirely joking. Oh, Eagle looking at me like that. Anyway, go follow me on Guildmaster Creed. I also play Contessa. She's a paladin. We're probably gonna die today, but who knows? We'll see.
Awesome, and Tim and Lan, why don't you both take it away?
What, me?
Well, let's not do it at the same time this time.
Okay. Hi, we are Team Logic NL. We are a streaming couple. My name is Lan. This guy.
And Tim.
Tim.
And that is Lan.
Follow us over on Team Logic NL for stupidity.
Goofy content.
Goofy content and a cat who is really the star of the stream. And also occasionally the star of our D&D sessions.
Yeah, and also follow the socials.
And the Eagle Outlaw.
And when can we find you? Because don't you stream on certain days, right?
Yeah, normally Saturday, except for tomorrow. But we are here for next Sunday when Lan's playing Dragon Age, so it's gonna happen again. Normally on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Awesome! And finally, you can find me over on The Onion Soup for mediocre gameplay of all sorts of games, including the Pokemans, the Kingdom Hearts, and whatever other game I decide to play at the time. But yeah, you can find me over there. So yeah, follow all of us, do all the socials, social the follows, as Amma just said in chat as well. So yeah, and obviously, thank you to our wonderful mod team that turn up every week. It's really, we are grateful that you're able to pop along and help us out along the way. Right, is that it? Are we good to go?
I'm nervous.
Nervous? Everyone nervous? Everyone good?
No, I'm not nervous.
We okay? Yeah, cool. I'm gonna start the recap then. So, last week's session started within the Crimson Crown in the Amber Ward, as the party awaited to see if either of the candidates for the voice of Arkenvale arrived. Shortly after, Sigbert von Hildesmith entered with a group of other noblemen, heading up the stairs to the gambling halls. The party inquired as to what was upstairs and were informed that only those local and of riches were allowed entry. However, exceptions were to be made for those from out of town, and thus Shion and Contessa were allowed entry to the gambling halls due to their noble stature, whereas the rest of the party were denied entry. Contessa and Shion took some time to scout the gambling halls before making their move towards Sigbert. Sigbert, noticing the pair of them, offered to play a game of stacks, a dice game against one another. Sigbert decided to play 3 rounds with Contessa, taking almost all of her coin. Sigbert enjoyed the game and decided to spend Contessa's coin on a round of drinks for the 3 of them. After some time, Sigbert agreed to give the pair 1,500 gold coins to get themselves prepared for taking out one of the criminal organizations within the city. If they were to succeed, Sigbert would claim that he ordered them to better the city and in turn would gain more favor with the city's populace during the election. And if they were successful, would grant them an additional 1,500 gold. If they failed, however, he would claim to have never met them before. Meanwhile, downstairs, the rest of the group took some time to reflect on what happened. Maeve took some time to try and understand why she was denied entry, and began to realise she wasn't like the others. She wasn't like Contessa and Shion. She wore different clothes, and her appearance was very far from the clientele of the tavern. Erhard began to play some tunes to try and lift the mood, while Ondros spent some time to speak with Brasta. After a short time with Brasta asked him if they could try something. And at that moment, Brasta left Ondros' side, and Ondros was able to channel his focus into Brasta. Brasta was free to move about on his own without the attention of others, while in his spectral form. And Ondros could perceive anything Brasta saw. However, after 1 minute of focusing and concentrating, the connection broke, and Ondros and Brasta were back together downstairs. Shion and Contessa then left the gambling halls with their coin and their new agenda, while Ondros decided to try and gather some information by buying a woman at the bar a drink. The pair left for a private booth where they got to know one another. After a while, the party decided to leave and speak with Yusuf. However, he wasn't at his shop, so they headed back to the tavern to discuss what to do next. After a long discussion, Arcturus decided enough was enough and told the group that he was going to the Canopy Ward to find the requisition. And so, the party left the tavern and headed to the Canopy Ward, and after just 30 minutes of travelling around, they stumbled across the Ruby's Rest, a run-down-looking tavern in the Canopy Ward. As they entered, they saw the place was in disrepair, with 2 figures near the bar. The barkeep looked up toward them and said, "What the fuck do yous lot want?" And that is where we pick up tonight's session. So, as all of you are walking through this gangway with 2 booths either side of you and this bar in front of you, can everyone roll me a perception check, please? Let's kick the night off strong. Let's get some good rolls in there. Let's go. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. So let me tell Arcturus what Arcturus sees. So Arcturus, as you first walk in, you're a little distracted, but you do notice that the barman hasn't taken his eyes off of you as you entered the place. He's also placed the tankard down on the bar and placed his right hand on what looks to be like the hilt of a hand axe, just behind the bar. You also notice a few other things. You see a scattering of coins under one of the tables, mostly coppers and silvers. You notice a boot mark on the side of one of the booths, and a ripped piece of cloth hanging from a splint of wood on the bar. The rest of you also see this. However, Maeve, Shion, and Contessa, the 3 of you notice that underneath one of the tables, there looks to be a silver signet ring, and what appears to be some dried spilt wine or some other dark liquid. What you also notice is that the tabaxi man playing the one-stringed lute is glaring at you all from beneath his hood. And finally, Andros and Erhard. The two of you see that underneath one of the table legs, a slightly bent, crooked clasp pin, hidden away from unseeing eyes. And as you pass the wine-stained floor, there are hints of copper in the air. And finally, you see the faintest outline of a red handprint around the brass handle of the door behind the bar. As you all walk in, that is what you see. And you see this dwarven man has put this tankard down on the bar, and he's put his hand on the bar just out to the right a little bit, and there's like a pillar which goes up into the ceiling, and you can see the hilt of some shaft, like a handle of like an axe or something, and you can see he's put his hand on it, and he just looks at you all.
Arcturus keeps looking at him, and he walks up straight to the bar, and he tells him, "Friend, we mean no trouble. We're just looking for a drink."
He looks around. He like peers behind you. What are the rest of you doing? You just stood behind Arcturus at this point?
Andros actually is gonna. Is he standing near Maeve? I'm gonna assume he's probably standing right next to Maeve. Andros is gonna kind of tap, like kind of nudge Maeve, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, can you watch like me for a minute? Just make sure nothing weird happens."
Oh, I know.
I don't say anything, but I'm assuming I notice this, so I'm just gonna go.
And Andros is going to use the spectral projection, and his aim is to try to get through that door that had he noticed the hand stain on.
Sure.
He's gonna try to get through there and see what's on the other side of that door.
Sure. So just before you do that, Shion, Erhard, and Contessa, what are the three of you doing as Arcturus has walked slightly ahead of the rest of you?
So there are tables, right?
There are two booths with like a dark brown leather. You know what? I'll give you a quick description. So as you enter the tavern, you see before you the narrow gangway with four booths seating no more than 6 people per table, and lining that they are lining the walls. So it's like a very narrow sort of like pub, which then branches out into like, I imagine like a T. If you imagine it like a point and then like a line and then the bar's there. And yeah, these booths, you can see there are like tears in the leather. You can see that there's like a few shards of glass on the floor, and where the booths are, there are like this like colored glass decor that goes around the rim of the top, like out nowhere near where you'd sit. It's like higher up when you stand up, and some of them have been smashed and like the glass has trickled down, and you can see like a couple of grooves in the table, like someone's maybe messing around with a knife and just grooving into the table and that, and then there's a couple of coins underneath and some like stains and a few tankards on the floor. It looks pretty run down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you see. And then there is just to the if you're looking at the barkeep, to the left, there is a shoddy-looking brick fireplace, and next to it are 2 brown fireside chairs, and in one of them is the tabaxi wearing super dark clothing, and he has a lute, and he has only one string on the lute, and he is playing the lute.
Contessa is going to wait by the door and guard it.
The door you came in at?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna stand in front of it because I guess that looks hostile, but like kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shion is gonna, act like she's not like, I don't know, Not perturbed at all. She's just going to sit down in a booth waiting for my drinks.
Sure. Yes. You take a seat. Ahad.
Well, I'm just gonna more or less insuspiciously, I don't know, snip my fingers, which will cause Olaf to disappear for wherever he is, and just say, yeah, I will also have a drink.
Do you follow Arcturus up or Shion?
I will follow Arcturus.
Okay, so you and Arcturus go forward. Maeve and Onros are a little bit further back. And yeah, Arcturus, as you say you'd like a drink, he looks at you, peers behind you all. You've got to be fucking kidding me, alright?
Depends. It seems rather empty in here, and we're customers. You want to earn a coin?
You've come to the fucking canopy ward for a drink.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a fun place.
And also, and this is what I say to him dead in the eye. We're also looking for information.
Ah, I
And
knew there'd be a
use-
fucking private agenda.
And you seem like a guy that knows stuff.
Aye, I do. Alright, well, what would you like?
Do you
Ale?
have?
Wine or spirits?
Wayne.
Let's go for spirits.
um, very well. You stay right there, laddie. And he turns around and he grabs some real dark-looking bottles of like liquor off of the shelf, and he pulls from under the counter. He pulls out one glass, and you can see that it's just like smashed to smithereens. He's like, ugh, just chucks it, and then reaches down and picks another one out, and he gets 6 glasses out, and he puts them up, lines them up, and he starts pouring this liquid, and it is slowly like trickling out, almost like it's so thick that like there's probably something wrong with it, but you're not sure, maybe this is a delicacy, who knows. But he does like a little shot in each one, and then he puts a few ice cubes in, and he says, that'll be 1 gold, please. You're muted.
You're
Muted.
And they say it all just at the same time. Thanks. I'll take one gold coin out of my bag, and I'll keep one in my hand.
And he takes the one, he looks at it, and he bites it. Then he sticks it in his pocket. And at this, I would say Ondros. This is where, you know, in Doctor Strange, you know, where she hits him in the chest and his body, like, yeah, it's kind of like that for you. But rather than you falling backwards and your soul being where you are, it's like the soul walks out. So like, yeah, and like for a moment, it kind of makes you feel sick. It's that awful, like, horrendous feeling of like an out-of-body experience. And as you go into this, you start floating towards the door. And just before you get there, Broster looks back and you see yourself stood there, eyes closed.
Yeah.
And then you fade through the door.
Okay.
And you are met with a concrete spiral of stairs going down.
Andros will, since he's in a ghost form, he wouldn't have to walk the stairs. He's just gonna
go down?
Yeah, just straight down into there, and then try to see as much as he can.
So as you start to descend straight down through the stairs, 1 set, 1 whole ring, 2 whole rings, 3 whole rings, 4 whole rings, 5 rings, until you see a small foyer-like area of just concrete and stone. And 2 large, I'd say probably about 8-foot, iron-banded wooden doors in front of you. And from behind, no, you wouldn't know that. Yeah, and that's all you see. Because you can't hear.
Oh, okay.
can
Andros is
only
gonna take
see.
a quick look around, see if there's anything he notices that's around him in his area. Does he see anything other than the doors?
It is that there were no, in this spiral. There are no windows. It is just concrete and the occasional wall sconce, which is lighting the area up.
So the only
but when you
doors
get down
is-
here, there are just 2 large doors and a wall sconce with a torch lit currently there, and that's all you see.
Andros is gonna go through the doors and he's gonna try to see what's through the other side.
And as you start to approach the doors, we will go back to you in just a second as we come back to Arcturus up top. And yeah, Arcturus, he slides you the drinks and he's like, all right then. First, laddie, I'd like to see you drink that.
Yep.
Oh, don't think you're getting out of it. And he points to you, Erhard, as well.
I am looking him dead in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
I take the glass,
Yeah.
and without any form of hesitation, I drink it.
Can I have a Constitution saving throw, please? And as you drink it, you immediately start coughing because of how strong the liquid is, and as it goes through, and it has this like sharp burning sensation as it goes down your throat. But it passes, and he smirks as he looks at you, Erhard. And yeah, you're like kind of like coughing a little bit, Arcturus, because it was kind of nasty.
Sure, I will
You do the
just
same?
I'm like, well, to health.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw, please.
Surely. I would do luck on that.
You want to lucky it?
Yeah, I
Sure,
don't want
go for it.
to
Go
run
for your
on
lucky.
something
Roll
like
again.
There's alcohol though.
that. Fucking hell. God damn it.
Hey, you
That's probably
also,
still bad.
Yeah, you also struggle, but you definitely don't struggle as much as Arcturus, and you kind of manage to stop yourself. And then he looks towards Andros and Maeve. Yous as well.
As he says that, Contessa walks up.
So you walk from the door up to the counter?
Yep.
Very well.
And she's gonna take a quick swig.
Go for it. Con save, please.
Wait, I do this here, right? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and Contessa walks up, grabs the glass, you look him dead in the face, swig, put the glass down, and you don't flinch. And the smirk on his face grows. And he you get like a slight nod of respect come your way. And then he looks back at Maeve and Andros.
I'm assuming Andros is still floating.
This is all happening within like a minute-ish. Like, it's literally the whole thing is very quick.
What does he look like when he's
Stood completely still, eyes closed, and I would say his breathing is a little bit heavier because he's concentrating so much.
Can I just cut in?
Mhm.
And just say, let me take the drinks over to the table where our lovely companion is sitting, and we'll all just sit down and drink.
He nods, and then you see him pull another glass out, top one up, and then he necks it, and he just looks at you, Contessa. And
Was
there's
it the
no
same?
flinch, nothing.
It was the same spirit.
Yeah, exact same stuff. It's from the same bowl.
Speed.
So yeah, Maeve? Do you...
Can I? There's no movement into Andros, is there? Like, I can't take him with me.
He's
I was trying to
completely
stall.
stationary. Yeah. No, don't worry. I'm keeping a mental note. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at the barkeep and say, I'm gonna try that in just a second, but my friend was talking to a lady earlier, and ever since he keeps zoning out, so I'm just gonna wait for a second till he is back, because he got a little peck and he's a little, out of it.
He kind of like chuckles slightly, but he doesn't keep his eyes off of you. Can you roll me a deception check, please?
Deception check?
She's being half.
Is that just normal deception? Oh, skill check.
Yeah, it's a skill check. Okay.
Yeah, she's.
Ahad, you pass a glass to Maeve. You pass a glass to Shion. Did you take Andros's as well?
Yes,
You know what?
and I just put it.
Oh.
I just put it on the
Put it on the table. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, and at this, we'll cut back to Andros as you go through these doors, and you are hit with a wave of color. You see before you a tavern. A full tavern of people. Scantily clad women and men dancing on stages. You see a multitude of people drinking, laughing, and playing dice games. You see another bar. And you see, a whole tavern in this down this stairs.
Okay.
And I would say,
at
what do you want to
that,
do
it would-
next? Yeah, literally, what would you go to do? And then I'll see how much you get more from that. Because it's
I
coming
would
up for about a
say
minute.
Andros would probably. He probably kind of has an idea of how long he can do this at this point. 'Cause he's already done it before, right?
Mhm.
So you probably have a
I
mental
imagine
note.
you're
Okay,
you're probably counting in your head as you're doing it.
I think he's keeping a mental note.
Mhm.
I think he would try to take because knowing he doesn't have long left, I think he's gonna take a look and see if they have if he sees weapons on if they're all armed. How many of them are armed? If the others.
Roll me a perception check, and
Okay.
we'll see just if you can catch a little bit more. Just as, because I would say at this point you're on the 55-second mark, and I think just as you're seeing that, a woman passes you, wearing very little, and as she passes you, a gentleman walks on over and swoops his arm around her, and they start laughing, and it just because of the action that he took. You catch yourself just looking away from your original target, and then you're back in the room. You're back upstairs, and you do that inhale real quick because of the shock of now coming back into you. But it's not noticeable, but you notice it.
Right.
Yeah. And you now see everything ahead of you. And Haj, just put your glasses down, and Maeve has got her drink, but she seems to be looking
Andros is looking for Arcturus, and he kind of gives Maeve a look of this is not he gives him her a worried look, he gives her a very uneasy look.
I would imagine I'm still stood next to him. By the way, I'm not sitting down.
Yeah, you're stood in front of him, kind of looking at Andros, but trying to block the vision of this dwarf guy just a little bit. I know you're a lot smaller, but yeah.
Yeah.
Playing this way.
Arhide should have played his flute.
And
Or
at that,
whichever.
as you come through.
Well, knowing that Andros is back, I'm just gonna him to the table to go sit
Andros
down.
will walk to the table. He's trying to make sure he remembers this as much as he can, because Andros is pretty bad at remembering things sometimes. He's gonna take a seat. He's not gonna drink anything from that cup. He's really just focused.
Yeah.
He's kind of uneasy about what he just saw. And I think he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait for the gang to kind of group up, and then he's gonna try to purposely save the seat next to him for Arcturus. He's gonna try to preserve that seat for him.
So
he sits down.
Maeve, Andros, and Shion, you're all sat at the table. Erhard, do you sit down with them, or do you go back to the bar?
Well, I kind of wanted to go back to the bar,
That's fine.
but seeing that Andros is moving, I guess I would just linger for a second.
Okay, so you guys are around the table, and you've got Contessa and Arcturus stood at the bar, and he says, "All right, well, what information did you want?"
We are looking for information about a certain organization. We heard about information when we were in the harbors of Karas, and we just want to know about their whereabouts and most importantly, where to find them, because we have something that might interest them.
Right?
We were looking for the requisition.
I may have heard of them. What's it to you?
And I slide the gold coin that I have in my hand over the counter.
He takes the gold, he bites it, puts it in his pocket. Aye, the requisition, you say?
Exactly.
Well, they're in this here city, of course.
And would you know how to contact them?
Aye.
Okay, okay. And would you know if they would be able or be interested in magical artifacts or beings?
Maybe.
Just for my information, who's closest to the door?
To the door you entered?
Mm-hmm.
No one.
No one. Okay.
Your party's... I'd say Erhard, probably, because your party's sat down and Erhard stood near them. So he's probably the closest to the door.
Okay.
I would note that... what is Arcturus's and Contessa's passive perceptions?
Good question.
It'll be on the left-hand side underneath all your skills. It'll be right on the left. It'll say passive
11.
perception. 11?
Passive wisdom? Oh.
Yeah,
No, it's under the skills.
yeah, under skills.
Well,
It's 12.
12.
Yeah, passive
okay.
wisdom.
that's what I was asking. Passive wisdom, and then I was
I think
no.
it says passive wisdom perception.
Yeah, perception. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys don't notice anything out of the ordinary here?
Okay. I look at Erhard, and I will ask him to open the door.
Which door?
Wait, what?
Or the door which we came from. Just hold it open.
Okay, I guess I will.
As he does that, can Andros get up and like, not like fastly, but kind of like make his way up to the bar and kind of force his way right next to Arcturus and try to like get his attention for a moment?
I'm not
Yeah.
responding. I'm
You like grab the shoulder of Arcturus, like
Yeah, I kind of grab him. I'm trying to get him to like not like kind of just chill, take a moment and step back for a moment and convene with at least like, because Andros was like what he has right now is very important.
I disregard Andros.
Okay, he's ignoring you.
I raise my arm and I make a whistling sound. And in my mind, there's a vague voice reaching out to somebody or something, which is, trust me on this one. Come, Keda.
Yeah, and at that, none of you hear it, but Kada swoops from the rooftop opposite the bar, swoops in and sits on the desk, on the bar right next to you, Arcturus. And all of you see it. It's like a split second of Kada swooping in, and then lands. And then Kada nods, and then just looks at you. And he's like, what the hell?
And I look back to the barkeep and I'm like, this is what we want to talk about, with only the leader of the requisition.
You wish to sell it?
Why would I be here?
Hey, Starlight. And he nods his head, and Starlight gets up. He walks towards the brass door, puts the key in, twists, opens it, and then he walks out the door and shuts it behind him. And you see the Tabaxi man. He eyes you all as he walks past, and then he gives a nod to the dwarven gentleman. And then, yeah, he descends down the stairs.
I'm just waiting.
Would you mind closing the door? It's rather chilly.
Sure.
Thanks.
Are you sure we should close the door? I mean, I'm feeling quite hot in here at the moment. Very, very heated. I feel like for me, I'm a big man. I get warm very easily. I think the door should stay open for a little bit.
By all means, you
it's
could
not our
stand
bar.
outside.
It's not our
Right.
bar, Andros.
I turn around to Andros, and I look him in the eye, and I give him a wink. And I'm like, trust me.
Andros is gonna go close the door himself, and he's gonna stand next to it, and he's gonna cross his arms. He's just gonna kind of stand against the wall, and he's gonna wait this out. He's gonna wait it out.
And the dwarven gentleman says to you, Arcturus, he's like, so you lead this rabble?
Yeah. You can imagine that well, they look like a bunch. They can keep themselves in a fight, so
Fair.
they're handy. But sometimes they need guidance, if you know what I mean.
Oh, hey. A firm hand always seems to be the best way, in my opinion.
Well, sometimes a firm hand, and sometimes a clear mind.
Aye.
So,
So,
what's the other guy up to?
oh, he's just checking that you can go down.
Oh, wonderful.
What's down?
What's down?
Yeah.
Well, you'll find out, won't you?
At this, Andros is gonna. He's gonna walk over to Maeve. And he's gonna sit right next to her if there's an open seat, and he's gonna attempt to whisper to her.
Mhm.
And just go, there's a whole, like, tavern down there of people. Like, a whole group.
Right. How was it? I whisper.
I won't say too much, but there's also the crooked class symbol is in this place as well. So we obviously have walked into a turf that I don't know. The amount of people down there, I'm just going off what I saw. It's probably a little too much for our group to really want to get involved with. And I think if we're not careful enough, if we go down there, we're potentially putting ourselves right in the middle of a full-on group.
You don't think Ictorus knows what he's doing?
I don't think he realizes how many people is actually down there, and I think he's thinking that we're about to walk to like a small little gathering, but that's not a small gathering. It's not a small gathering at all.
Yeah, but they're drinking. They're having fun. They're not all.
How did you know that?
That's what you just told me. It's another tavern down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I will say, I don't know. I think we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves, and I think this was not the right step for us to be going down into their area like this.
And we will
You
cut
think
that. Oh, no, go on, carry on.
I was just going to say, you think walking out is any better now?
I think before we get attacked by a whole large group of people, yeah, I really think we should.
And then we will cut back to Arcturus and the Dwarven man. And he says, I don't believe I got your name, laddie.
Can I just walk over and join them because I'm like awkwardly at the door now?
Yeah. You and you, Contessa, and Arcturus are all at the bar.
It's Ronnie.
Is that short for something?
Oh.
You don't look like a Ronnie to me.
Oh.
It's called Ronald, but he's very ashamed of that.
What about your name? You look more like a Ronnie to me, laddie.
I'm an Arnold.
Ronnie and I can't say Ronnie in that accent. Ronald and Arnie.
Yeah,
That's what I'll call you. And what about you, miss?
My name is Contessa.
Contessa what?
Contessa Coldstar.
Ah, well, you were honest. Not sure about
yeah.
these two.
Why would I not be honest? What's your name, friend?
Broven.
Broven.
How would we know?
Well, that's a nice dwarven name.
Aye. My mother gave me it. Surprise, surprise.
How do
Just
we
as
know
pretty
you?
as you, I guess.
How do we know you speak the truth?
Well, I've got nothing to fear. I've got nothing to hide. Just a barkeep.
I give him a glance like,
My friends here are just concerned. this specimen is very valuable. They need to keep it down low, so that's why we're here to talk with the leader.
Why, it looks like a baby fucking dragon to me.
Oh,
Andros then gonna speak in Thieves Can't out loud to the barkeep and just go, "Don't mind them. They're just a little uneasy. This thing's kind of rare, I guess. They just, they're being cautious, as anyone would be."
Why didn't you fucking lead with that?
Listen, I'm not the talker. I'm kind of the muscle of the group. I kind of keep them safe.
Who'd you work for?
Who do I work for? I'm
Aye.
self-employed. I do my own.
How'd you learn the tongue?
How did I learn it?
Aye.
Interesting. Traveling from Fortis, I've met some people who knew of the language, and they taught me on my travels.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was all in Thieves' Cant, so none of you, the rest of you understood that. And then he turns back to you, Arcturus, he's like, "Sorry about that. Your friend there speaks a language, a code."
Oh, we know.
Oh, you are aware. Well, who do you work for then? Why have you come to the requisition?
Well, we work for no one. We work for our own. But during the travels in the harbor of Karas, we heard rumors about an organization interested in magical artifacts. Well, this is a dragon. It's as magical as you can get. And we need the coin. So we thought, let's find them out. But you do know, they are well hidden.
Oh,
So
I've never seen one.
But that led us to you.
Well, it's better here than the fucking crooked shit, see?
The crooked shit?
Aye.
What do you know
And
about
at
them?
that, you then hear the door handle turn, and as it opens, you see the black tabaxi, the black-furred tabaxi in dark clothes. And now that you can see him more upright looking at you, he has piercing purple eyes, and he stares at you all, and he's just like, "You may follow me now." And he starts descending the staircase.
I just
Quick
nod
question.
at the barkeep.
Would all of us at the booth have heard what Arcturus is talking about?
Yeah, I don't think Arcturus is trying to keep it harsh.
Yeah, so we
So,
know
yeah.
that he's trying to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Andros would get up, but he wouldn't necessarily follow you. He'll look at the guy at the barkeep and just because Andros saw the crooked class symbol in the as he entered. He would kind of nudge his head towards it and go and speak it again in Thieves Can't and go, "What's with that symbol though being inside your establishment?"
Oh, shit. And he says that in common, and then he looks at you and he just goes, "Well, surely you've heard that we have a bit of a history, you know?"
Right.
Is he
Let's
speaking
just
in Thieves'
say-
Cant this time?
Yeah, this is all in Thieves' Cant. And he just says, "Let's just say, a couple of them come in here the other day.
And you dealt with him.
A couple of them didn't leave.
Interesting. I like that. I like how you get things done.
Was looking for you.
Looking for me.
Oh, and the juggler." And he points to Erhard, but doesn't say, obviously, only Erhard just sees him point to you, but you don't understand. Yeah, and only Andros hears that.
The juggler is useless. He can't. Again, this is all in Thieves Can't. The juggler can't. It's all right. He's no worry. They were probably only after him for information. They're after me because I know things, and they don't like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I do
I'm
appreciate you.
Sure, if you let
Appreciate
the
you.
boss know that. Enemy of an enemy is a friend, right?
That is very true. I'll keep that in mind. I do
Also,
appreciate you.
if the juggler is useless, at least he's got a kick-ass name.
He does. He does. I'll give him that.
And he nods towards you, Erhard, but you just didn't get any of it. He's pointing at you, nodding to you, and then he just goes, "Alright," in common he says, "Alright, well, off you trot. I'll be up here if you fancy another drink, but the drinks down there are a little better."
Thank you. I'll make my way down.
Are the other ones still in the booth?
No,
I
I
one's
mean,
going there.
seeing Ondra's got up, I'm gonna go with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess Contessa will go last,
Hmm.
like in the back.
And before we go, Arcturus is like doing the whistle between his teeth, like, let's go.
Yeah, and then Kata jumps up onto your shoulder. And yeah, you start.
I would like to walk next to Arcturus going down, and
Sure.
and just like, I don't know, whisper to him as we're walking. But
I will say the order is Ondros, do you go first?
Yes, Andros will go first. He will
Sure.
go- he will go
Andros
first.
goes first, and then it will be Ahad Arcturus, Maeve, Shion, and then Contessa. And yeah, you all start to descend, and you begin to go through this oaken door, and you can just see this concrete spiral staircase that goes all the way down, and it goes down 5 whole rings, further and further and further beneath the earth, until eventually you come to the concrete foyer-like area, and 2 large wooden iron-banded doors.
Can I roll a perception check here?
Sure.
I don't know. Closely examining the walls. Maybe there's a loose towel or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, never mind. I see nothing.
This is
Nothing.
you touch the walls and they're all it's just cold stone. Yeah. And yeah, you go all the way down and then you get to the iron banded doors, and all of you, including Andros and Al, you can hear faint music coming from behind the doors. And Starlight is at the bottom waiting for you. And as you all descend down, he pushes open the door and you see a large, vibrant tavern. You see and hear music being played. There's laughter from within. Inside of this large room, you see various silk tapestries, cushions, rugs of various vibrant colours. Reds, purples, pinks, oranges, and yellows litter it throughout. You see various walks of life down here. There is a minotaur down here, a couple of half-orcs, some half-elves, humans, and halflings, and other races as well, which seem to be keeping to the darker corners. You also, as you enter, the room goes immediately silent. All music stops, all laughter stops, and everyone looks towards that door. All you hear for the next 2 to 3 seconds is your own heartbeat and pulse as you just wait for something to happen. And then the music kicks back off again, and they all start to begin drinking, laughing, and carrying on their business. Wait there, let me just read where I was. Yeah, you see various scantily clad women and men around the place. You see a couple of them dancing on a stage. You see them lounging with some of the patrons in this tavern. Your eyes are, however, immediately drawn to the center of the large room, where you see a 9-foot-tall minotaur, currently in an arm wrestle with a half-orc woman. And the pair seem to be really, like, you can see the sweat and the strain in their faces, and around them is a gathering of people betting coin on which one will win. You also see a little bit further in, there seems to be 3 others sat around a table, and they seem to be playing some form of dice game. There is a small halfling man with a big pile of coin next to him, and then 2 other human men with smaller piles. And you can see the beaming grin from here on the halfling man's face. You also see an upper balcony section on the left-hand side of the tavern with curtain-drawn rooms. However, some of the curtains are a little lax, and you can just peer in past them, where you see 2 naked figures on a bed. You also see, in this room, on the right-hand side, a crudely made wooden bar, with another dwarven gentleman behind it, bald of head with beard. And to the right as well, there are some mahogany steps that go up to a slightly higher platform, where you can see steam coming from some rooms, and a big table with large seats all around it, where a meeting seems to be currently being held. Starlight, the tabaxi, looks at you all, nods, and starts walking towards the mahogany stairs. What do you all do? You know what? I'll put you on the map. Why not?
Okay.
Yay, a map, finally.
Put you on the map.
Contessa's gonna roll another perception check.
Yeah, Andros will too. Andros will try to see if he can
Well,
do a little more.
As a little in between, like as I was saying, I would on the way down, I would like to whisper to Arcturus, because sure I didn't understand whatever Andros was talking about.
Yeah.
But I saw them pointing. I saw
Yeah.
them like kind of definitely talking about me. And the last time he talked weird next to me, and I didn't get any information from it. Bad stuff happened after. So I'm just gonna whisper to Arcturus, you know, just watch out because he's been weird again. And if he doesn't share, watch out.
Oh, we all know what happened last time he went weird. Back
Yes.
was it back in Karas?
Well, or back with me in the last tavern.
Well, fair.
And yeah, that's when you then see this huge room. So yes, Starlight, this gentleman here, he starts leading you up towards this area over here.
While following, I will say this in my mind to Keda. Keda, you do trust me, right?
And Keda goes to respond, yes, my Arcturus.
Good, because this will be an infiltration mission, and we need all the help we can get from you.
Right.
Gonna
I
be
will
fine.
try my best.
And I will put my hands underneath her chin to comfort her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Starlight starts walking past the large minotaur-looking gentleman, which you can see on this table here. And yeah, as you get closer, as you all start walking closer and closer, you then hear an almighty roar come from the half-orc woman as she slams his fist into the table, leaving a dent in the wood. And she like lifts her arms up and just like roars as there is just laughter all around her, and the Minotaur's like holding his wrist, and then people are like handing her like pints of like ale and stuff, and she's like necking them just sat around this table.
Andros will take a pause like right here, and he's like visibly shocked that this woman had just destroyed this big like 9-foot tall minotaur. And Andros is gonna kind of like linger right here, and he's
Come
gonna
on,
like
Andros.
he's gonna
You know
he's
you
gonna,
can do
give
better.
a clap. He's gonna clap a little bit, and he's gonna stand there. He's gonna wait. He's gonna see if someone would actually challenge him to maybe do a little bit of this. He's gonna have
Come
a little
on.
bit of fun while they speak.
Come on,
While that
Andros.
happens-
You know you can do better than that.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Go challenge her. I know you want to.
She just destroyed that minotaur.
Yeah, but you're bigger than him.
Oh, okay.
I think.
No, I'm not bigger. But you know what? You're right. I think I have a shot, right? So Andros then now getting that word, he's gonna walk up right to her,
As you go to walk up, Starlight says, "After the meeting."
okay.
Can I just take note? Where was that gambling table?
The gambling table was all the way back here, right at the back, and you can just see this big pile of coin next to the halfling, right at the top.
With my perception, do I
there.
see
Okay,
anything
cool.
that wasn't in the description?
Whoops.
Roll me. Roll me up. Oh yeah, you did 18. Yeah. I would say, yeah. Now that you've fully walked in, you can definitely tell that there are a few interesting characters here. A lot of them are just leather-clad, like mercenary-looking guys. But the points of interest, I would say, are obviously that the Minotaur is the largest person in this room. There is the half-orc woman, which, as you approach closer, you don't know which one it is, or maybe it's someone around them, but the smell of, like, wet dog is around this area. It's, like, a really strange smell. But there's this, like, wet dog sort of smell around the pair of them. You also notice a hooded figure, completely alone, sat at a table with books and paperwork all around him. And he seems to be like deep delving into some sort of research maybe, but he seems to be like completely focused on his work and no one is interrupting him. You do see a very large table over here, because you rolled so high, you got an 18. You see a very large table over here with two very similar looking half-elven people, possibly brothers or something. Both of them just relaxing, being fed grapes, ales, and that sort of thing. They're living the life of luxury with these scantily clad men and women around them. And they just seem to be really, like, relaxing. Other than that, I would say the only other individual that is of notice is because there's two dwarves in this whole place. There's one sat at the stage who is completely hammered, like blind drunk, and he is just cheering for the dancers. And the other is another barkeep who resembles, similarly in the facial features, of the guy upstairs. Because you rolled so well. But other than that, I would say you don't really spot anything else. And yeah,
I would say,
Mhm.
this whole time that we've been downstairs, Maeve's eyes are huge, just dancing around this room. She's probably blushing. She hasn't seen anyone naked in probably since she was a child and maybe was playing around in the river or something with other kids. And she's just like, okay. She keeps her mouth shut, but she's like, whoa.
You definitely get the vibe that these people down here are just very comfortable. Like, this is clearly, like, a place that they're not afraid to relax and just, like, completely chill. Like, this definitely, you'd have to be brave to come into a place like this and be like this, like, be this way. So maybe this is, like, their home or something like that. You're not sure, but they just seem very comfortable. But yeah, you also get an aroma of different smells down here. There are, like, incenses burning and, like, there are loads of flowers around. It's like a very, like, tropically sort of feel, scent-wise. Whether or not that's just the owner's preference or it's the preference of everyone here, but it feels very tropical, and there's, like, a heat down here as well. One thing to note, which I would definitely say all of you notice this, is at the back where the tables are with the rugs and all the cushions. There are 3 stained glass windows, all lit up as if there was light outside, but all of you know that you are underground. And that's the only thing I'll say. Yeah. And then Starlight starts bringing you towards the stairs. He speaks to one of the gentlemen that stood there, who steps aside for you. And then Starlight walks around to this big table here with all these people. And as Starlight walks up, he like...
Arcturus, are you coming?
Yeah, he coughs, and as he coughs, the gentleman sat on the far right stands up, and he says, well, I believe this meeting should be adjourned for now. Ola and Ivan, if you would please leave for me. Would you fetch a pitcher of ale and a pitcher of wine? No, make it 2 bottles of champagne. And the bald-headed gentleman steps up and he walks away, and then these 3 here, they walk away as well, and they go like over here. I don't know. they just walk away. And yeah, and then he says, please do be seated.
Andros doesn't take a seat. He's actually gonna linger.
Sits immediately.
He's gonna linger right about here, as if to guard the staircase.
And
He's gonna...
as the most flamboyant one, I'm like spreading my eyes. Thank you, fine gentlemen. Finally someone to do business with.
Ah, well, the pleasure is mine. Although I'm not entirely sure who you are.
Well, they call me Ronnie.
Very well.
But,
Would you like to introduce the rest of you?
well, they can do that for themselves. I don't own them. They're my associates.
Ah, well. And he gestures to the rest of you.
Contessa kind of just bows as she's sitting, I guess. Contessa Coldstar.
He nods.
Fatima Secandra of Quirin.
His eyes narrow as he looks at you, and then he very subtly nods, but he like maintains eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look at him and just go, do the same bow and just say, Maeve, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. He looks at Erhard,
Just call me Arnie.
and then finally looks towards Andros. Oh, please do take a seat. Your feet must be tired.
Andros, in Thieves can't. We'll just stand there and just kind of go. The name's Andros, and I'd like to stay standing if I can.
He nods, and then in common says, "We do not need to use that tongue down here, friend. All here are to be trusted."
Andros would just give a nod and stay standing.
Very well. Well, I hear you have a dragon for me. I couldn't really believe what Starlight told me, so, well, I thought I'd have you come down here and see it for myself.
Oh, thank you so much for receiving us. And I will gesture to the table where Kada will drop down.
Well, it is quite the specimen. Pseudo-dragon, I believe.
Exactly. A young one.
Interesting find. Where did you find it?
We found her on the outskirts of Karas, where we, well, had to fetch stuff for a certain person.
Yes. The Featherstones did require you to do something, didn't they?
They did, yes, but you know how they are.
I do, Arcturus. I really do.
Contessa kind of literally chuckles.
Oh,
because-
sorry. They call you Ronnie.
I'll give him a wink.
And what about you, Fatima, was it?
Yes.
Well,
And I just smile. My
I think
sweetest
Shion sort of suited you better.
Oh, darling, you know I really dislike Fatima. I just
I'm sure you do. I saw the pain behind your eyes when you said it.
yes.
Andros is gonna just shake his head and go, How do you know our names already?
From the requisition. We are the
Right.
collectors.
Gotcha.
We collect things.
I respect that.
Like the orb you're looking for.
So you do know what we are looking for.
Of course I do.
Wonderful.
I just needed to know it was you.
I like when a certain person has their information.
Well, when Eladrin told me of all of this, I was quite surprised myself.
Oh, Eladrin?
An old friend of yours, I believe.
You've
Who's
never
that?
met Eladrin?
Ah, he went by a different name, didn't he? What was it? Can you remember?
Alastia, I believe.
That's the one. He did tell me, but it's been quite some time.
Yeah, he got himself into trouble with
Indeed he
local
did.
authority.
Andros is gonna take a perception around and see what everyone else is, if everyone else is still doing what we're doing, or if has the kind of the
I've
area
changed.
shift a
You
bit.
definitely feel like it's relaxed. It's super relaxed now. Now that you get the feeling like this probably happens every time someone comes in because they don't know if it's like someone they like or someone they don't like. So everyone's on edge every time that door opens.
But does
then
he know
it
if
seems to
anyone in
relax.
the vicinity, like even the guy next to us, the guy who brought us over, like has his like whole stature shifted? Like does Andros notice any movement? coming
I would
from him?
say since he got here, he looks to be slightly guarded, but he's probably just more nervous because he doesn't know what you are doing. He clearly hasn't been briefed. He seemed shocked when this gentleman seemed to say your names. But yeah, I would say, yeah, this Starlight is probably towards the lower end of the food chain and doesn't know as much as what this gentleman does.
So what happened to our skulky elven friend?
Well, you see, he was after you, dear.
Oh, really?
Yes, he needed a way into Quirin, and, well, when I found out Quirinese ship was coming to the port of Karas, I sent him the information.
No wonder he was so chummy with me. That's good to know.
Well, he does have his charms. He isn't here anymore, though, unfortunately. I had to send him away on another task.
Where to?
Well, that's for him to know, and for you probably never to find out.
Oh,
Anyway,
we're just
my
curious, if I may
name-
ask.
By all means.
I'm so sorry. I was not meaning to interrupt you.
Well, I was about to say my name is Kingston Bernardo. And I'm the leader of the requisition here.
Oh, do we have heard your name?
Yes, well, when the Bernardo family, as the mafia, or whatever you wish to call it, used to run about, I believed we needed a change. When I came into power, I changed us to the requisition. I believed we could use our forces to help people, and earn coin while doing it. I wish to earn coin from you. You want the orb, right?
We
Yes.
sure do.
You.
Well, how about I'll give you some information, if you give me some information. Why do you want it?
Wait, who am I next to right now?
Shion and Erhard.
I'm going to like nudge Shion to be like honest this time.
Very well. I guess I catch that or something.
I assume he whispers it as he nudges you or something, I don't know.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
be honest this time.
She does. Mhm.
Very well. We need the orb because we have been we have been asked to find it. We are not working for ourselves. We are working for Alakash. Whatever he is, we still don't know. But he has branded us. And I'll just show my tattoo. I'll just be completely honest right now.
He leans forward and like to take a look at it, and you see the young girl sat to his left with like she's got like tribal face paint like across her face. She also leans forward, and they both kind of look towards it, and then they both sit back a little bit more comfortable. And he smirks and he's like, "Well, thank you for sharing that with me. So that's why you want it."
Yes.
Very well. Well, unfortunately, so do others. 2 others, in fact.
Apparently so. Otherwise
Very
we
well.
wouldn't be here.
But our life is on the line. I value nothing more than my own life, obviously.
Well, a certain lord from further north wishes to pay 15,000 gold pieces for the artifact. Now, I personally don't like him. At all, really. So I would be willing to sell it to you for the same price.
15,000.
I'll tell you this, though. He was not the one that requested us to find it.
There was another.
A foreign lady from near Quirin, not sure where, but that region. She claims to be the Lady of Ash. And, well, she requested us to find it. And I thought, what better way than to find it and get it for myself? Then I can charge her for us finding it, and then charge her for selling it to her.
Can I roll anything on that? Like history or whatever?
What
I
would you
mean,
like? What, for the Lady of Ash?
yeah.
Go for it.
I mean, if it's
Contessa wants-
if it's Quirinese, then you know I might have heard of it.
And then Contessa wants to roll an insight just on that.
Sure.
On his whole little spiel, I guess. Oh, okay, whatever. Never mind.
Yeah, and as the pair of you were there, Contessa, he's a very hard man to read. Like, his facial expressions, he doesn't give much away. You don't know whether to believe him or not. You genuinely just don't know. He's so hard to read. Shion, on the other hand, the Lady of Ash doesn't ring any bells.
Wait, did you say she was a lord?
Just called her the Lady of Ash.
Well,
I guess
I've never heard of any Lady of Ash from Quirin. I mean, it must be some right upstart. I know pretty much a lot of the houses in noble houses in at least Chartusa.
Well, maybe she's not from Quirin. I can't imagine she'd be from the Kajami jungles, though, but you never know. Well, she asked us to acquire it. Well, find it. She gave us a name and a location. She told us it was within the region of Arantis, and was owned by the Featherstones. She did not know who these people were, or where to find them, hence why she hired us.
Felix was probably an easy target.
Maybe. Maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
So, was Elastyr in any knowledge of you guys attempting to steal the orb in Orantis, or do you have any?
He was
had
not,
clue?
no. He is a friend of the Requisition.
He's not a part of your group.
He used to do the odd job for the Bonados when it used to be the Bonados, but now, with a change of heart, he is just a friend, and he asked for a favor, and we provided.
Interesting. Okay.
And now he returns that favor by completing a task that we have set him.
So you knew we want the orb. Why did you exactly drag us down here? I mean, you knew where we were. You probably knew where we were staying at. You probably knew our business in the the city already. I mean, what made you
Probably
want
wanted to
get us
gauge
here?
And
how
you
much
might
we wanted it.
also already know our financial situation at this
Exactly.
Fortunately, that I do not. However, I knew you were coming to the city. I didn't know when.
Well, as you may know, 15,000 gold is something I could easily acquire, but I do not have it here. I do not have it here with me right now, and I do not think I have the time to go back to Quirin and fetch it for you. So
Maybe there's a job you'd like us to do.
Maybe there would be. Maybe you would be right there, Contessa. Maybe there are a few things that could maybe equate to the total of 15,000 gold.
what did you have in mind?
Well, I have a list of 3 things I would like completed. I think all 3 of them could equate to 5,000 golds worth each.
Interesting.
Understandable.
Would also make a friend of the Requisition, which, may I add, be an almighty feat.
Shion is obviously intrigued right now.
Well, I always say the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Would
And
like
as
us to
you
get-
have ruffled the feathers of the crooked clasp, why not use you to strike at those that try to use me?
To be fair, you were already the second person to have asked us that. If we
Well-
were to complete it, we'd strike 2 birds in 1 stone.
Well, they do say work smart, not hard.
Exactly that. And I raise my disgusting
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, at some point, champagne would have been brought
It
over.
was
in glasses.
champagne. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, since then, champagne's been brought over in glasses, and he raises a goblet, which you see is like a lovely golden goblet with like rubies encrusted all around the edge, and he just sips from it and places it down. And he looks back at you, and he's like, you see, I wish for 3 things. Firstly, I wish for you to cut off the head of the Crooked Clasp. I have an informant within their ranks that knows of the location. It is beneath one of their warehouses in the Flint Ward. And if you would be willing to accept this, I would give you the address. The second task that I wish for you to carry out, unfortunately, is rather difficult for us. But for outsiders, I believe it would be easier. In Erentol, there is a sinkhole. That sinkhole is a problem. Refugees swarm the outside of the gates, which means more patrols around the city's walls. It makes it harder for us to acquire things from outside, because the guard patrols are increased. You would be helping the city. You would be helping Erentol. But most importantly, you would be helping me.
And the third.
Well, the third... The third would be... how best to put this to... I'll just be blunt. Lord Kingsley Taff of Sardonus has been a thorn in my side for years. I want him removed from his seat of power.
Well, how has he
Whether-
been a thorn in your side?
Wait, who is this? Does Contessa have a history check?
Sure, yeah, you could definitely... I'd say with advantage, actually. For Contessa specifically, because you're not really... Yeah, you've heard of Kingsley Taff. He is a very grotesque, large man who demands tribute from his subordinates in the town that he is in every month, where they must throw a celebration in his name. He is a vile man, some would even call a tyrant, who lords over the lands. And you know that Kingsley Taff is of Sardonus, which is the northern town, the most northern town, which is on the border of Arantis. You would know a lot of trade has to come through Sardonus. And yeah, you can see when he says it, there's like an anger and a hatred in him when he says this. This gentleman has been interfering with our plans. I believe he has somehow infiltrated a spy amongst our midst. Hence why I'm asking for outsiders to deal with this. All these around this table I trust, but some within here could be working for him. He seemed to find out about the orb before I'd even announced it to anybody else.
So he's the other buyer?
He is, yes. And that's why his 15,000 gold, which would be a great amount of wealth to take from him, I would just rather take it from him in another way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
See, the thing is, I think our party would agree. We could do these three things, but our time constraints we don't know about yet.
Well,
kind of like brandish to
What-
her tattoo.
We
Like-
can do 2 out of 3 at least.
What guarantee do we have that you won't sell the orb while we
middle.
do these tasks?
I will sell the orb at some point, but if you agree, we can arrange for a time for me to hold on to it for.
All right.
Currently, the foreign woman from Southern Veritas is not agreeing to our terms. We've given her 14 days to come back to us.
That's not a lot.
So you give us 14 days to do this?
She has 14. I think it's fair to give you only the same.
How far is it to these places?
Sardonus could take you about... I would say if you are going via wagon, maybe 5 to 6 days. Riding
There.
horses, 4 to 5. Joe, just there.
But that
So-
is only one of the 3 tasks.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What you're asking from us is essentially to go off your little time restraint, somehow make it there and back, hopefully within 10 days, which means we don't have a lot of time to prepare to actually how we're going to deal with this person. And second of all, we have to then go out to your sinkhole issue and deal with that. Well, that could also take almost, mostly probably a week to get there, maybe
Well,
a week to get back. You're not giving us a lot of time
How
to
about
exactly
this?
do
Andros, Andros,
your-
Andros.
How about
Andros.
this? I will provide you with a means of contacting me once you have taken out Kingsley. And then, when that is dealt with, I will hold on to it till you return.
So
Andros,
we deal with
there
the
might-
clasp.
There
Sounds
might be a
Go to
different.
sinkhole.
Lan, go.
Oh yeah, there might be how we can do 2 out of those 3 things. We can deal with the crooked clasp. Sigbert has already asked for it, and he's also said he wanted to give us a considerate amount of gold if we've dealt with it. There is also the matter of the sinkhole, of which also gold was promised to us. We can do those 2 things and gather and badger the other ones into giving us the 5,000 gold that still remains. And
Xion, in my opinion, though, how we should look if we do agree to even do this to begin with, is we deal with the crooked class first. That's in the city. We can get out of the way.
Yeah.
Then we go straight for the king. The reason why is then once we get him dealt with, we have a more timeline to work with about getting the last one.
No.
Because-
We do the crooked class. No, we do the crooked class. Sinkhole, kill him because he just said he has a contact and he
Yeah.
would hold it for us.
Right. But that's only 14 days. We're expecting to somehow get there, deal with the sinkhole within
It'll
a few
take-
days max, and get back here to
It'll
even
take
get the
5
chance.
days to get to
Yeah.
Kingsley Taff.
And you think
And-
Mr. Kingsley Taff is going to be easily
Would you think the
disposed of?
Why do
think
you
the
think I'm
sinkhole
paying
is gonna be-
5,000 gold?
Exactly. This is not going to be an easy task. Just chop off the man's
You-
head and be done with it.
neither
you do
will
not
the
need,
sinkhole.
You do not need kill him. Just remove him from the seat of power.
So how do you imagine us to do that?
Is anyone else interested in his position?
Ah.
Yes?
Who would that be?
You're looking at him.
Great. This is great.
Why
And
have...
Shion has some
Who,
Shion.
who
And I kind of
were
nudged her.
Yeah? What?
We could poison him.
I could. 100%.
Here,
If
Maeve. Maeve, you were trying to speak, sorry.
who works for Kingsley?
Kingsley Taff? A multitude of people. Some, maybe even in this here very room. He has the town under his thumb.
Mhm.
Would you say he's of the same stature as you? Of power?
Oh no, he actually has a seat of power. He is the lord of a town.
Right, so... And would you say that if we got rid of him, the town would be happy, or would we get chased?
Oh, my dear, clearly not from these parts, I apologize. He's a vile man. He forces tributes in his honor every month from the townsfolk. He bleeds them dry through taxes. He forces them to give up daughters if they are unable to give a tribute of any kind to him and his keep.
that sounds completely normal to me, but for here it seems a bit off.
We could lead a rebellion there.
So what's your idea? Like, what's your angle? How do you imagine us to get close to him? Do you have contacts?
If I was to
There?
give you that, I might as well do the job myself, no?
But you clearly are informed.
I wish to ask outsiders to achieve this task, as, like I said, a few of my own may report back to him if word got out. I trust Esmeralda here, and Starlight.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Yeah.
He just stares at you all.
Well, just give us maybe a couple minutes to convene.
By all means, you have the evening before you must decide. Now, if you wish, enjoy yourself. There's plenty to do here.
Thank you.
I
Go challenge the lady, Andros. I'm sure you want to.
Not yet. I feel like
Do you-
we
do
need
you-
to get this idea. We need to get this discussed before we make have any fun or whatnot.
By all means, take any of the tables available or seating areas, and if you are to challenge Ashen Howl, I do suggest making sure you're well enough. I'd hate to see a broken bone before going on such a difficult task.
He's gonna
Oh!
he's gonna pop his knuckles a little bit, kind of, move his shoulders a little bit. I don't think that'll be a problem for me.
Oh, and
Onion?
just so you are aware, the Crooked class members that scrapped here a few nights ago, we interrogated for their reasons, and they were after you, and he points towards Ondros and Erhard. Something about snooping around.
You see, we were trying to get some information ourselves before
We were trying to look for the orb.
Yeah, we're trying to get the orb.
Well, just be careful, because they are potentially looking for you.
Oh,
they're not
we'll
much
be
of a-
looking for them shortly, won't
Yeah,
we?
we'll be using that as an advantage, I guess. If you
Oh,
excuse
now.
us, we can. Yeah.
Go now, enjoy the room. Do as you
Onion.
please.
Onion, the person with the hood and the papers you described to Contessa earlier.
Yes.
We are not aware of that.
Only
person?
Contessa saw it, because Contessa was perceiving, like, additional things. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys will probably see it as you guys.
Well,
Yeah,
I
as
guess
you guys-
as we get up, since he points us to find the
I'm still
table and whatever,
sitting.
can I also
I'm still
roll
sitting.
for perception?
Yeah, sure. I would also say, during this whole conversation, every now and then you hear, like, a laughter from the curtains behind you, and, like, if you peer round to look, there's just these, like, big round baths, and there seem to be just, like, people just enjoying themselves in the baths. That, like, there's a couple of people having, like, massages in there and that sort of thing, and it just seems to be, like, this place is kind of like a brothel, but it's also like a thieves' den. That's the kind of vibe that you get. Yeah, and it's very colourful. There's tapestries hanging from the ceilings, and yeah, it's just very, very colourful.
I guess I kind of just beckon Shion and Arcturus to, like, come talk.
Yeah.
Yep. Arcturus
Is there an
standing up.
empty table at all?
I will say that Kingston stands up, and he's like, by all means, take this one. I have other matters to deal with. And
before
him,
he gets
Esmeralda, and the scantily clad man start to stand when Erhard, yeah?
Can I get the perception?
Yeah, so as you look around, I will give you a quick description. You do see that the woman that has been referred to as Esmeralda is wearing splint mail, and seems to be like a warrior type. She has a battle axe on her side, and a hand axe on the other side, and as she stands up, you can see she's got quite a broad build. She's kind of a similar build to Contessa, just a tiny bit shorter. And you definitely get the vibe of, like, some sort of warrior or something. With Kingston Bernardo, one thing that you do notice, which you only notice because of your natural 20, is his vest blouse. You see 2 leather toggles at the bottom of it. And you just thought they were leather. You actually now realize that within the vest, he has 2 short swords. He also has on his thighs 2 daggers built into the clothing. And his boots, you also see daggers in them as well. This man is, like, tooled up, but looks like a nobleman. Like, just looking at him, he looks like a nobleman, but he's completely tooled up, like, ready for, like, a big scrap. As you also look around, I would say, you also spot the other hooded gentleman scribbling notes and reading through books on the table, as well as, all the other activities that are going on within the tavern. But I would say that's about it.
Can I just shortly, like, nudge, like, not nudge, ask him, so who's that hooded figure over there? He looks awfully busy.
Oh, he's one of my spies.
Yeah.
Goes by the name of Winters.
Mind if we talk to him?
By all means, speak to who you want.
Surely.
Oh, and if you do wish to speak to the Sisters of Silk or the Casanovas of Kashmir, they will charge. And he smiles. And then, yeah, he
What is
picks
that?
up his glass. any of these scantily clad women or men?
What does that mean?
The person with the
Ooh,
massive
women
dick.
of pleasure.
Women of pleasure or
What kind of
masseuses?
pleasure?
That's
Like
what
what-
we were gonna do, Andros.
Like, are they gonna like?
Andros, why don't you have a chat with one of them and pay some coin and find out?
Maybe you
Listen,
can go horse riding.
He smirks, just picks up his drink, sips from it, and like
No.
gives a wink towards all of you as he then walks off. Yeah, and he leaves.
Okay.
He leaves the area.
Okay.
I'll
So
put
now,
them.
now, let me ask y'all this: Are we cool with this? Like, are we cool with doing all this?
I
We
do
need
not
the
know.
orb.
I do not know about the third one, but I am not going to sit around here
Well-
while the crooked clasp is just
If
sitting
if
there. We can
if
murder
we're-
them and get lots of money. 2 birds in one
Right.
stone. Baby.
Here's the
Two-
thing with
Get
the
lots of
king
money
thing,
for
right?
both these.
If we really want to get the king thing done without it being on our hands, I remember a certain mine we were in, and we have a free little help of getting something done that we could potentially just use to get that one out of the way, no issue. Again, the guy doesn't have to kill him. We just got to get him out of power, right? So we
Let-
use the thing. All we gotta
Let-
do is have the little
Okay.
demon dude deal
Let's
with the guy.
let's keep that as a last resort now, shall
Yes,
we?
thank you.
Don't want to rely on it.
And I want
Exactly.
During this
should be done
conversation,
last.
during this conversation, Socks is trying to get off your shoulder onto the
Oh,
table,
yes.
Maeve.
Uh,
I'm gonna try and not let him and just feed him leaves instead.
Yeah, and you can see that he's eyed up like a little bowl of like potpourri flowers, and he's like, he sees them and he's just like, oh my god, like he's clearly like fixated on these colorful petals and stuff, and he's like trying to get them. But yeah, as soon as you coax him with some leaves, he's okay.
Okay.
You guys would probably like to enjoy this place, but we have a tight time constraint, so we should like
As soon as possible. By all means, talk to whoever you like, but make it short.
And then the main question, guys. Are we all agreeing on this?
I agree.
I see 2 options here. 2 of those 3 things we were already considering doing anyway, like Shion said. What's the chances of being able to make the other amount of money?
My point exactly. We might be able to coax, like, badger the nobles of this city to give us more gold than they initially should. So we'd
That
be
is
able
another
to get
option.
we'd get 5,000 gold and do the 2 quests. Get 5,000 gold, give it to them. We do not have to deal with the Lord, and we can
We
go.
don't. But
Well,
We
the-
could,
I
but
think
are
we
we
don't.
are we gonna bank on that though? Is that really what we're gonna bank on?
That's
Because again,
If,
what
one of
what
the
if
options.
we
again,
do not make
again-
enough money, we can always still do it.
no, my thing is this, right? We have to plan. We have to be ahead of the game if we're actually gonna commit to this. Again, we're on a time restraint, right? We can't just do one and then plan as we go along. Because if we do that, we're probably gonna
that's
find something that
exactly
keeps
what we
us
have to
stuck.
do with this time
That's-
constraint.
If we don't
can at
have
least
time
think
to
ahead.
prepare, go shop for all we care. Let's talk to everyone in every tavern. We have no time for this.
Well, no, we're not sitting around talking to everyone in every tavern. What I'm saying is we don't want to just waltz up, try to do these in the moment type of thing.
Did it.
And next
We
thing you
did
know,
it.
we find ourselves stuck in a
We
potential.
did it just now, and it ended just
It
fine.
worked.
Okay, that
fine.
is the one time out of maybe 10 others that don't do work just fine.
For you,
Uh,
maybe.
Andros.
Okay, sure.
Andros.
we
What-
own this together.
what
and
happened?
also, there's only 2 options,
Are
right?
we sure we're all in this together? Is that really what we?
Well, if you want to leave, feel free. Otherwise, help us out and listen, because we have 2 options. Either we take the orb from him by force, or we do what he asks, because we don't have the money.
Do you want to
and
take
then-
it up? Do you want
And
to
it'd be
fight the
very nice to have
Minotaur?
him as a friend. It'd be very nice to have him as a friend.
And
Right.
currently, yeah, we don't want to make extra enemies. And in the end, after we get the orb, we can still decide what we're gonna do about that, let's say, switch of power if we do get him
That's
the
if we get the orb
Kingsley
without having to
Taff
do the
writ.
third
And
one.
then again, Andros. You are familiar with the spoils of war. You know what a tyrant organization does for society. Are you really going to abandon
Are
the
you willing
people
to stand by?
around the city and stand by when a tyrant is ruling the city?
I'm not saying we're abandoning that one. I'm just saying we need to at least put some sort of thought into a game plan before we just waltz out. Attempt to just do everything on our out of the blue or at random, and next thing we find ourselves stuck and we're wasting more time than saving time.
Like you said,
We've
if
done
we are
more.
stuck, we have an extra option.
We've
Well-
done more in the last 2 weeks than the tasks that we've been
But-
given to do now.
Remember,
Yep.
he said if we just go ahead and take out the one dude, the king, he's willing to put a lot more time, help us out more with time. To me, that
That's
to
why
me
we
is
do
the
it
more.
last. That's why we
to
do it
me,
last.
that's the more. Wait, what? Why? If he's offering to give us
Because
more
we need to
time
do
for
all-
completing
Because we
one
need
of
to
them,
do all
We
three.
need to do
Yes.
all three.
We need to do
We
all
need to do
three.
all
but he
three.
would give us more time after we complete one of them instead of doing the first two
No,
on a
That's
big
true.
time
No,
no,
restraint.
not
that's
that's
not-
the thing.
Can I
At
roll
this
an
point- at
intelligence
this-
to see
at
if
this-
that's what he meant?
At this point, I nudge Arcturus and Contessa, and I start walking.
I will say, and I'll just throw the map up because I assume you'd be looking at the map so that you can see. Just so
Yeah,
you
like-
know, we'll throw you over to this map. You guys are in Arkenvale over here. Oh, yikes!
Yep.
And
it's
if
still
you have a
waiting for me,
look, Sardonis is at the top over here.
You said
And
Erenthal is, I think, 2
Erenthal
days.
is between Arkenvale and Sardonis. It's slightly
we
off
head
the
to-
course, but yeah, it's they're both not too far from one another, and it's
Yeah,
a
we go to
very
Arental,
straight
then head to
road.
Sardonis.
There's no like winds in the road. It's very straight.
if
And
we
I
just
think
go
when
by
the
wagon-
councilman talked to us about the task with the sinkhole, he said it's like 2 days out to Erenthal.
Exactly, and he
Okay,
offered us quite a significant amount of money. So
So
Can't
we can
we-
easily walk there within a week. And
walk.
Oh,
No,
the
no,
wagon- the
Well,
wagon-
get there. Sorry.
Can't we take or see if we can strike a deal with him about providing us with horses? Because how are we going to get horses?
We have the
have
wagon, right?
horses.
We have
We have
one.
another. We
Well, we
have
have
one
We
wagon.
can leave the
Two
wagon.
wagons.
Can everyone fit on the open end wagon?
You
We have
you actually technically own 6 horses and a wagon.
How many horses carry a wagon?
We got them from the other
You
ones.
upgraded to 2 sets of 4 on each wagon, but you've gave back the Felix wagon with the 2 original horses, and now you have 6 horses which you technically own.
What?
Can everyone fit on the open end wagon?
Yeah, because you had 2 people sat on the front, 4 in the back. And that was capacity.
Horseback
Right,
is
okay.
faster.
Well, we
That's
have
without
Galoin.
Galoin. That's without Galoin.
Yes, but Andros fits on a horse.
Not a riding horse. He'd need like a draft horse, which is what you do have. So
All right.
yeah, you have draft horses.
We can
Well,
all
one
go
could
horse
ride
riding
one of them.
together.
God,
Yay.
who wants to freaking horse ride?
See, guys, let's go horse riding.
Yeah,
no,
and,
no,
and I just
riding, our butts are gonna
You
hurt,
would
mate.
you would also know that you could just have 4 horses taking a wagon and then 2 people on riding horses.
That sounds
That's
better.
also a possibility. Like you don't have to
And
have all 6 on one wagon.
anyway, it's later. The first thing we need to do is to get the crooked
crooked
clasp, and they're
clasp.
clearly within the
I
city.
nudge.
So I
I
just
nudge
yeah, go ahead.
Dion. We should go because I don't think he did tell us the hideout. We should go ask him.
Yeah,
He said
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should
yeah,
go
yeah.
first.
We're
If
gonna
we
go.
accept it, we have to
We
accept it.
yeah.
and
I
then get all
immediately
the
go
information.
towards Kingston.
I come.
So you start
and-
walking over to Kingston. Okay.
Yes,
We all joining, like, because I'm
that's
joining.
on. That's
whatever.
to you.
I'm joining.
Okay,
We ta-
so whoever's going to Kingston, please move your characters towards him. He's at the bottom of the map near the door.
Oh,
He's having a chat with some people.
Like right here.
Yeah, just so I know who's actually there, so I can come back between. If you're all there, then that's fine. But yeah, otherwise, cool. So everyone but Andros, is that right?
I'm gonna be right here. I'm
Okay,
gonna stay nearby, but
you'll
I'm gonna
be
sit at the
nearby.
bar.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
I'll
Of
stay
course,
with
if you were at the
Andros.
bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, so as you start approaching, you see him just gesture to the two people there, and he's just like, just give me a moment. And he turns around, he's like, so have you come to a decision already?
Can we
Yeah.
have the location of the Crooked Clasp hideout, please? I believe we have some bandits to catch.
So you accept.
Yes.
Complete all 3 tasks, or pay 15,000 gold, and I will give you the orb.
We accept.
Deal?
You give us your word.
He puts his hand out. I do, yes.
Before we shake hands on that, are you willing to exchange either of those tasks with 5,000 gold in cash?
Yes, by all means. If you wish to not carry out one of the tasks and pay me 5,000 gold, well, I'll take it.
All right.
I'll
Then
be
you-
honest, I'd rather the tasks be done.
Naturally.
But
Obviously.
I'll take it.
Me too.
Then you have yourselves a deal.
His hand is extended, waiting for someone to shake.
I shake.
Yeah, Shion shakes the hand, yeah. And he smiles and he says, stay for just a moment and I'll get it wrote down for you. And he wanders off towards the gentleman that is sat down with all the books. And he sits down next to him. And yeah, you see them having a quiet word. And he starts flipping through his notes. And he pulls an envelope out, slides it to Kingston. As you all just stand there, like, kind of watching idly by.
Yeah.
And yeah, then shortly afterwards, he comes back over. And he hands Shion the envelope. The address is within. I would rather you not lose this before the deed is done.
Naturally. One more
just to be-
question. One more question.
By all
Do
means.
they operate at night or during the daytime?
Typically both.
Very well.
This location is to a warehouse. Beneath the warehouse, it will lead you to their sewers. That is where they operate from, as like a headquarters. The warehouse is their main warehouse, so do expect resistance. If you wish to not be interrupted, I would suggest nighttime.
Yeah.
Also, don't make it too flashy.
Oh,
The
darling.
Valkyries do scour the skies.
No magic then?
By all means use magic, but if you wish to set the place on fire, I'd rather you didn't, because, well, it would draw unwanted attention.
Well, look at the time.
We
Yeah.
just open it here.
Yes, it is
So
getting rather
straightforward.
late. Maybe some people should be put to bed. And he smiles.
I smile back.
Well, it's a pleasure. By all means, you have free reign of this bar whenever you need it.
Thank you.
I'll be seeing you.
You
And
open all day.
good luck. All day and all night, although it's better at night.
Do you take entertainers?
He looks at your clothing, looks you up and down. Find
I'm more
something
than
a
I
little
look.
more suitable, and sure. I'm sure we'll have a few spare shorts in the back.
What?
Just better clothing.
Oh,
And he gestures to
okay.
one of the scantily clad men that just walk around the bar, who's in like briefs and has got like a towel around, like not like a proper like color coded towel round his
Yeah.
neck, and he's got like bulging muscles, and he's a like purple tiefling with horns and like permed hair. He looks quite fabulous and quite muscular as he's just like sauntering about the place.
I'm pretty sure my tricks work a lot better with clothes on than off, but we'll
And I'm
see.
pretty sure his tricks work a lot better with clothes off than on.
Well, I'm a different kind of entertainment.
Maybe try elsewhere, friend. And
Yeah.
yeah, he wanders off into the bar.
That's.
Worth a try.
You want to open it upstairs?
What?
The door thingy.
Andros,
Can't we just leave?
yeah, you can leave if you wish. Andros and Arcturus, are you two doing anything, or are you just watching this happen?
I think Andros probably would have ordered something to drink.
Yeah.
Probably like whatever he could get like
Sure,
something strong.
knock 5 silver off, and we'll say that you ordered some sort of drink.
Yeah, and he's just gonna chug it. He's gonna just take a
Nice.
big sip of it and call it a day.
And I'm just gonna hold my fatherly hand on his shoulder, like, gonna be okay, my dude. It's gonna be okay. And before I leave, I whistle.
Yep.
Because we are forgetting somebody. And she comes flying through the room.
Yes, yeah, Kada then flies onto your shoulder and like loops the tail round you, the back of your neck onto the other shoulder. Yeah. And do you guys leave?
Yep.
All of you? Yeah, cool.
All
Yeah,
of us.
you guys leave the tavern and you head back upstairs. And as you do, you can open the door from the inside. And as you do, the dwarven man turns to you and he nods. And it's at this moment that now that you see behind the bar as you look towards him, there is a body just laying behind the bar. He
That's the passive
smiles.
perception.
Yeah, he smiles. What are you looking at?
Is he standing on it?
Wait, before we
No,
before
it's
we
like
leave,
behind him.
before we
Yeah.
leave, I quickly go sit in a booth. I kind of nudge everyone, and I open the envelope so we can look at it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I
yeah,
just
you
asked
take a look.
the
Like because
dwarven-
it's in like the Ruby's Rest itself, right? There's freaking no one there
Yeah,
other than the barkeep.
Just the
It's
barkeep.
empty. Yeah, so
and
I
I would
can open
say-
it there safely.
I would say probably during your time down there, Starlight went back up. So
Yeah.
Starlight's also sat in the chair. But
Can
yeah,
I-
it's just them two.
Yeah.
Can I-
Andros and Thieves
Can
Can's
I-
gonna go. Nice kill.
He
Can I
nods.
just ask the barkeep? Do you happen to have any more of them clasp brooches of theirs lying around from your other fight?
All right, yeah. And he bends down and just rips it off the shirt of the guy that's dead behind him, and he just plonks it on there. Might want to clean it a little before wearing it, though. Also, don't get caught wearing that in the canopy ward.
Any other
Oh,
any other ones you have
There's
still
one on the
left over
ground.
from your
I
fight?
believe there was one under a table over there. Haven't found it myself yet, but by all
Sure.
means, take it.
Since I saw it, I also picked that up.
Yeah,
so I
it's a
have
little
2 of
bent,
those.
but it kind of adds to the crookedness of it.
Sure. We'll
Did
ask.
Contessa
take 2.
see that ring?
I think it was Erhard. No, yeah, you did. Yes, yeah, everyone but Arcturus saw the ring.
Contessa wants to go look at the ring, I guess.
Yeah, and you pluck it up off the ground, and it's just a signet ring with like a shield on the front, like a shield symbol, and it just has the letters JP written in it.
Can I investigate it closely, I guess?
Yeah, sure. Roll an investigation check.
Maybe there's
As the rest of you are looking at this envelope, and as you pull the envelope out and look, there is an address written, and it says Shally Way, number 13B.
How do you spell that?
Shally, SHALLY,
Thank you.
and then Way, and then 13B. And then it says warehouse is written underneath it. Yeah. And your investigation check just seems like some sort of, it doesn't seem very expensive. It seems to be a silver though, so you could probably sell it on. But other than that, it seems like it was probably belonging to maybe one of the people that was brutally murdered by this dwarven man.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess she'll
Can
just pocket it. Maybe
And
it'll come in
I would
useful.
say, now that you're sat there and you're piecing things together, the smashed glass, the torn leathers, the markings on the table, it probably doesn't normally look like this. There's just been a fucking scrap very recently in here.
It cost a
Maybe
bit
like
of trouble.
maybe like a day and a half ago at most. So it's quite recent.
Can I just cast prestidigitation on my clasps? On
Yeah,
those
sure.
brooches?
Yeah, and it just cleans them up. Yeah, there was just like a few speckles of blood
Yeah.
and some like dirty boot marks and stuff on
Don't
them.
want all that
Yeah.
dirt there.
Also, hang on. Considering we might be having a little fight later, I am going to cast my Armor of Shadows just to be sure.
Since Contessa's been in the city before, would she? Well, would she know where Shalleyway is? Could I roll something for that?
No, you know it's in the Flint Ward, because that's where the Crooked Clasp operate from. But you know if you just walked around a bit, you'd probably find it relatively quickly.
And we asked the barkeep for directions.
You
Oh,
ask the
yeah.
barkeep for Shalleyway?
Just a
Yeah.
shadow way, yeah.
As you can tell, I don't really go in the Flint Ward. If they knew I worked here, let's just say I might get my head kicked in.
Alright.
It's understandable.
Um,
Oh.
would you say everyone knows everyone in the Flint Ward, or would anyone wearing this clasp in the Flint Ward look like they're from there?
Well, if you wear that clasp in the Flint Ward, I don't think you'd have much trouble.
No one would go, oh, I've never seen them before.
Maybe.
Well, as long as you wear a hood, I suppose. Maybe Big Blue there and your big boy there. He gestures towards Andros.
Yeah.
They'd be spotted or have that easy, but the rest of you, throw a cloak on and you'll be fine.
Maeve, if you give the cloak to Erhard, he can put the crooked. He could make himself look like the crooked.
We have two.
Yeah, we have two brooches.
I don't
But
know.
the
I
cloak-
also
we
I'll
only
change
have
my
one
appearance.
cloak of many fashions.
Yeah.
None of
I
us
can
have
change
a,
my
have a cloak.
appearance.
Maeve has my cloak.
Yeah.
No, I mean just normal cloaks. Like.
Hey,
that's
yeah,
not the
they
same.
just wear dark cloaks, to be honest. There's no, like, insignia or anything like that on it.
But
Listen,
guys,
you
Does
can
the guy on the floor
you,
still have
you
a
can
cloak?
have this one if you like. And he just
I take it.
unclasps the cloak, pulls it up, and you can just see like a knife hole in it, and like it's just like a big blood stain. He's like, sorry about that. And he just passes it over the bar.
I just again I take it and cast prestidigitation to fix that up as well as clean it.
And
Hey.
I immediately take it off your hands because I draw far too much attention regardless.
Well, there you go. Thank you.
If we want to take a look at this, I still can spectral myself into the building. We can take a look around. At least find out where the sewer entrance is from there.
Let's get that first, and then you can do your little trick.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's just go.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
I also, yeah, the envelope is like tucked safely in my.
Yeah.
And I guess I hand a brooch to each Maeve and Shion, or who wants to wear the other cloak?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll
Sure.
wear it.
And as you
because-
guys exit the tavern, we're going to cut to a break, because I think that's a perfect time for you to do that.
As
Cool,
we
we'll-
exit,
Mhm.
also just mage armor on me.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just make a note that you... Oh, wait, you're casting a spell?
Yes.
I need a check from you, please, mister.
Yes. I know. Let me just take down my stuff and
You blow
D20.
everyone up and the campaign ends. No, you're fine. You're all good. Yeah, as you cast your spell and like little sparks of magic go off a little bit, but no, you keep it under control. And yeah, that is where we'll end. We'll be back in like 5-ish minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere or grab snacks and drinks, and then let us know in the chat what you've got. Awesome. We'll be back in 5. Bye.
Oh, I'm so honestly, this is just Lan speaking. I'm so nervous. I've been fucking nervous all week for this. Why? For fuck's sake!
As you cast the spell, it burns. It burns before you. The scroll
Sorry, what
burns,
was that?
The scroll burns before you in a blue flame and dissipates.
Somebody clip that.
From your brother Santa.
From your beautiful, handsome brother Santa, you ugly fucker! And you don't fire one,
It'd be so funny.
Come
to
on,
miss.
you gotta hit.
please.
That hits. Oh, wait.
Is it 1 health? Please?
Please.
So you know
And we can kill him forever. If we can
And you have
plan
the
this
stone
right.
tablet.
Was
Yeah.
that
And I
before
have
and
to
after
stone-
you already took his side, or what was it?
you can-
When did you
Don
decide to be like,
Don
you know
Ross.
what? You know what?
Wait,
Maybe
wait, Don
maybe
Ross,
Don
Octavius
Ross,
has a
calm.
plan here. You
No,
was on his side before he walked
you-
over to you and started talking to you. You
Okay,
already
Don
bowed
Ross.
out. You already bowed out to him before.
No,
Octavius said it. I
this is
watched
where
it.
your
I was
child
looking from the
mind
back.
takes over your little peanut brain. Don Ross, listen to me, right? You've been on this earth longer than me, but you don't understand shit. Listen, you need to listen. You need to figure out what the hell is going on before you draw your conclusions or your bow. Okay?
There is
So
a
that's what
conclusion.
we're doing.
That dude's the
That's
cause
what
of
we're
the bad
doing.
shit that's happening to these people, and we just let them walk
are
down
not the
free
cause
just
of
to
this.
continue to do bad shit.
Don Ross, Don
Bud and Dud's Christmas edition song comes across the radio.
Or that's
Clap your hands, y'all! Clap your hands, y'all! It's Bud and Dud! We're here to stay! Yeah! Ooh! Make the music slay! Yeah! Oh! Oh! Yeah! Bud and Dud!
Jingle those bells! Jingle those bells!
Woo!
Ones that are here. So for now, we end combat.
Wait, what?
Swarm is also dead.
What about the swarm?
It's a
Oh.
swarm.
Wait there. Oh, I
Good
just
job,
got rid of them all. No! Wait, can I bring them back? Oh, I completely forgot about the swarm. Okay, I think next up was
me.
Yes, it was Alfred. Alfred, yeah, you're up. I completely forgot about the swarm.
Sorry.
Up the carpets.
Sure, as there are people eating in the cafeteria, and you just start pulling all the carpets up, and they're like, wow, 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 wow. As like you just start pulling them, and they're like falling over, and food's going everywhere.
Wow, 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 wow. I like that. I'm gonna write that in my new song.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can come as a guest.
Stood, walking his way through the tavern. You see Alistair start walking towards the doors, and he stops as the two guards look towards him, and the doors close behind them.
On second thought, I'll go with you guys. We can just go ahead and head that way. You know, we'll just let's just move on. Let's not waste our time here, right? Let's just not waste.
Ashriel.
The way that you say that, it almost sounds like you're calling me an asshole.
What's an asshole?
I approve.
It's Ashriel.
Passionate
Ash.
sounds fine.
Think of L'Oreal, but Ash at the beginning.
Maybe it's because you're worth it.
Well, I am.
I'm sorry.
Ashriel, I believe
Yes.
the gnolls and the villagers can.
You can go this one here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because if you go
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's actually just bang on.
Yeah. All right. I'll move there.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I'll just, I don't know, check the surroundings or like just, I'm aware of something more.
Yeah, you can hear more and more stuff coming from this way.
Good. I guess.
At the end of that, Melody.
Yes.
Oh, well, good for you. This my sack. And he moves his cloak, and you just see a dagger handle. And he just looks at you, and he's like, "You want sack?"
Here's it up, darling.
I kill monster, remember? Or Grognak no silly, or Grognak most intelligent.
And before I stand up, Melody is clearly humming in herself, like, woodworking, let's get coal miners, let's make not a misery, nobody gets hurt. Oh, wait, I'm coming.
Santa, will you please shoot Santa?
Did you see Santa? Ho, ho, ho! That is where the curtains close.
Melody is
And the
just
stand
drooling.
ends.
Melody is drooling, guys.
And that is the end of the session, guys. It went on way later than it was meant to. I'm really sorry, but I wanted to finish that up. So yeah, thank you very much for sticking around. That was fun. Chat.
We'll put one of my CDs in that one. Don't you worry.
Eggnog, you're up.
Yes. I should be able to actually, like, I'm gonna follow Bud because, you know, I saw him running over there. So I'm gonna go over here, which is like 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
rip, Eagle. Oh god.
Okay. And then I'm gonna attack the 2 gingerbread thingies. With my short sword, which I renamed to Short Candy because I thought why not. And I will go for a sneak attack.
Am.
And
Got you good.
if it's not dead, I will also attack it with my
Nature, yes.
It has a magical nature of it. Yes.
Oh wait, let me just cat, shut up. There we go.
Also, do you have some animals like rocking around here?
Yes, my cat, Mittens. It's just over there. He's playing with his favorite toy.
Oh, bless you, cat.
He's lovely. Oh, he answered.
It's a very responsive cat.
Yes, tell me about it. But yes, follow me to the arcade section. Like I said, there's a limited Mittens. Come along then, and he leads you to the arcade library. In this public library, there is only a small section because.
Ross,
Yes, when you need, babe.
have you seen socks? I can't find them anywhere.
Oh my god, if you gave me some Starbucks, maybe I'll tell you his size is.
Well, what's a Starbucks?
Oh my god, you don't know what Starbucks is? This girl's from Wacky Town. Oh my god, like, and listen, Starbucks is like the best thing ever created. Like, oh my god, back in my tribe, we had so much Starbucks. Starbucks every fucking day. So tell me, listen, lady, just listen. If you give me some Starbucks, you know where the towns are. Just give me some Starbucks, and I will give you socks.
What do you mean you'll give me socks, Don Ross? What are you on about?
Listen, I might know where Socks is, but because me and Socks were having my last cup of Starbucks. Oh my god! And let me tell you something. If you just give me some Starbucks, some more, I will give you socks.
I kind of like quickly motion her to put those down. And I look at them.
Looks back at you like, the fuck?
I look at the Yorkman. I'm like, she's new around here. She doesn't know what that means. We're gonna go. Your problem was with me, not her, by the way. So how about you don't bring her involved? And I kind of scurry her along. I scurry her out. Like,
He looks very confused. Hello. Welcome back. Let us know in the chat what you've got for snacks. What's everyone here got? What we got? I've just got Pepsi. No, Coke Zero is what I've got.
I already ate it.
What did you have?
I already ate it.
We have no snacks.
2 chocolate-covered Oreos.
Nice.
Empty.
Oh, you got empty?
I had a lot of snacks this afternoon, so I'm not. My wife and I, we started watching Too Hot to Handle, and we just eat a lot of snacks.
Nice. Amma, what have you got? I know you always have something crazy. It's always something like crazy. Wait, you got Oreo minis? Nice. Amma's always got something crazy, like the most out there thing, which I'll be like, what the hell? So I want to know what Amma's got. Refresh my bottle of water. Is that all you've got? Ah, normally it's something crazy. But yeah, we're gonna jump back in. Yeah, so you guys, we're gonna retcon ever so slightly because inside of the envelope as well, you would have had instructions and a blank page, a piece of paper, which would have been the instructions would have stated that this item is called a paper bird. That when writing upon it, when you say someone's name and throw it, it turns into an origami bird and flies to that person. However, it does fly at the speed of a bird, of a small bird, so it will take long over long distances, and it can be intercepted. So someone could shoot it out the sky, someone could catch it, anything like that. So there is a possibility that it could be intercepted, but if you manage to get it to them, obviously you probably wouldn't want to write, "Hey, it's us, Arcturus, Shion, and the gang."
We just took out your problems?
Kings.
Like...
We just killed Kingsley Taff.
Yeah.
Hope that's okay. Kingston Bernardo of the Requisition. Like, you really don't want to be that like direct.
Yo, Kingston.
But yeah,
Where am I going again?
you would have been told that. I forgot that was on me because that was part of that way. That's how you could contact him. But yeah, cool. You guys have left the tavern, and you are going to the Flint Ward now.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we have the city map again?
Sorry, what was that? Do you want to see the map? I'll put you on the map. And Smitty, what were you saying?
Dropping off socks. with
Where are
Galoin.
you dropping them off? With Galoin, so
Galoin.
you're going back to the Oaken Stag, yeah?
Probably asleep, but I don't care.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll quickly gloss over it. I would say right now you're probably nearing, I reckon, 11:30, 12. It's coming to midnight. So yeah, you wake Galoin up, you give him socks, he's like, yeah, that's fine. And then you travel back to the Flint Ward, and you are looking for the Shallieway, was it Shallieway I said? Yeah, Shallieway.
Alleyway, 13B.
13B, yes. So can everyone roll me perception or survival checks, please?
Well, it's
You
both
said
crap.
perception or survival?
Or survival.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys got this.
You guys are fine. Erhard is a little bamboozled, as is Contessa and Shion, but the rest of the gang pick up the slack, and you guys find Shallieway quite easily, and it is... If I just move you all... It is this little cul-de-sac here, which you stumble across. And as you get there, it is probably around about 12:30-ish. By the time that you find it. So it's way into the night, and it is pitch black out, apart from on the main streets where there are the magically lit lanterns, but in these cul-de-sacs there are none. So it is pitch black. So those that can't see in the dark, I imagine you either follow the people that can, or yeah, you just stick very closely to the group.
I would like to get Olaf on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
you
then
can just
perceive?
confer to me a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. And you get to Shallieway, which I just need to double check I've got the right map. Yeah, that's the one. As you should. Let me just look at the stream to make sure. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, as you start to approach, you see before you a rather big warehouse-looking building with various torches outside of it, lit with flame, not magically lit, just normally lit. And you seem to see, from where you are, I would say you can see 4 people outside of the establishment. No, 5 people outside of the establishment. One who seems to be some sort of doorman, who just seems to be leaning against the wall, scanning the horizon. 2 gentlemen towards the south who are stacking boxes outside of the building, and 2 gentlemen on the right-hand side who are unloading crates from a wagon. And this is what you see. And the guy on the door is the only one you can see it on, but he does have the crooked clasp pin.
Are we gonna talk, or are we going to?
Yeah, you're not as close as you are. I'll say that you're a little bit further away, but because this is the map, it's just, yeah. Yeah, so you've got...
I would say...
I'd say you're about 50 foot away, so you're not
Have
like...
they
direct line.
noticed? Have they
No.
noticed us yet? No.
No, because you
Is-
found the area and knew the address, you could get here without being like, here it is. Yeah, so
Did-
I'd say you're about 50 foot away.
Is Erhard wearing anything to cover his like face, anything like that? Is he wearing like a robe or something?
I guess while we walked over, maybe I could you could have used the disguise kit and just try and make myself look different. But other than that,
How would you try to make yourself look different with a disguise kit?
paint my face different. I don't know. No, I can't. I don't really have anything.
It doesn't. No, it's all right. It doesn't make sense at this point. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's all right.
Are we going straight in?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe-
we're gonna walk
maybe-
straight up.
Who else is wearing the clasp?
Maybe
Maeve and you, right?
Shion.
Andros is gonna whisper to you guys, like, since you guys are so far away.
Yeah,
he's gonna
we
look,
should-
as soon as they notice me and Erhard, they're gonna want to fight. They know who we are because
Yeah,
of the
but
whole
if-
interaction
But not
earlier.
everyone
we
knows
can-
my face.
But no,
yeah,
but they know
you
me.
can stay in the back. I mean, Maeve and I can sort of walk in front
Right, but
because
But
we got the
I'm
clasp. And if we like
7'8".
walk like this, then maybe.
I'm 7
So
foot
why
8.
are we bringing these 4 strangers with us?
Because you
Yeah.
captured us, because they wanted us.
But they're gonna see our hands
Oh!
are not tied.
Oh!
Our hands
Oh,
aren't
that's
tied or
cool.
anything. They're gonna see right through that. And also, who knows if they already do not know our party or not? What if they already know we're all
Pretty
together?
sure we can find some rope somewhere.
I say we're already here. Like, if y'all want to go in, let's just YOLO it. I mean,
Well, I have a hempen rope if you want it.
I think we're
Well, shall
we
we?
don't know.
Shall
what
we try to bind your hands?
And what if they already know our party and what say they already start attacking?
Then it's not
Now
happening.
we're wasting time to get that off.
Andros,
Wait. This is going to sound like a terrible idea. But
Oh no.
what was said about the tusks of yours, of Loxodon?
What?
Weren't they worth stupid amounts of money?
Stimmt.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone said anything like that before.
I mean, it probably are,
I'm-
but
No, I'm sure there was. You guys were talking about Quirin and something about the tusks of Loxodon.
oh, but that's
These guys aren't
Queering.
Queernese though, so how would they know how much a tusk is
We
gonna
have
cost?
a Quirinese with us.
Right, but do they know she's gonna be a part of the cricket? Do they know Queernese gonna be part of the cricket class or no?
I can
They would.
always give the cloak and the clasp to someone else.
I think that if there's a most likely good chance they've been following us. They probably know our party, and they probably were put on guard for us specifically.
Well, then we found
It's-
you. We found you and Erhard, and we're bringing them to you.
But we've spent a time together. Like, we were wandering around the city together.
but they
We'd
don't know.
only have to explain Contessa and Arcturus's reasons to be there. Because if we sort of bound your hands, not really that tight, but we could pretend that we caught you. You and Erhard, but that still does not explain the reason why Contessa and Arcturus are also.
Right.
We
And
could be
also-
collateral
Yes, I know we
stuff.
came here as a group, but then would we turn them in here for money?
Yes,
Supposedly.
that would be our reason.
But
Maybe
then we shouldn't wear the clasps.
I can change my looks. I can make myself look different if that is what y'all want to do. If y'all want to attempt to get past these people without having any sort of combat. But
can you
I'm-
make yourself look like a non-Loxodon?
yeah,
Look like a minotaur, something
Yeah.
like that.
I can make myself look of anything as long as I know what it looks like.
Well, you've seen a Minotaur here earlier.
Yeah. I can even, I don't know if it goes to enough I can change the appearance of my like clothes, but maybe I can even put a little,
You can.
okay, maybe I can put like a cricket class symbol right here as well.
Sure.
Make it look official. But then we also explain Erhard. Actually, yeah, I'll let y'all think of that. Andros is gonna sit in the back of the party, and he's just gonna do it. He's gonna use disguise self.
Well,
He's
the-
gonna make himself look a minotaur, and he's gonna put like a bramble board symbol, where he's like, I'm sure he's seen it on someone before because he's seen people after him like that. So you'd kind of know like the areas people would put that, and he would just put it there.
So what
mean the
what symbol
class?
are you putting on?
The cricket class symbol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a pin brooch. So it's
He's gonna
normally
make
on the
himself
chest.
look like a minotaur, and look like just like the minotaur from the other tavern, but different. Like he's gonna maybe take like a horn away. Maybe he has a one horn.
So he looks
Minotaur.
like the Requisition Minotaur.
No.
No, he's gonna
Do
make
what you
it.
saw on the street.
He's like, I've made a mistake.
Yeah, he's gonna make him black and white, like a black and white
Like a
minotaur.
cow.
Yeah,
Sure.
a cow minotaur. Yeah.
Sure, not a problem.
Sure.
You look like a black and white minotaur cow
Sure.
with
Yep.
one horn with a crooked clasp
Yep.
brooch. Yep, not a problem.
This
That
is
is
not
my
gonna
look.
work.
As for just a second, you see like the black shadows begin to cling onto Andros's like face and arms, and then all of a sudden they fade, and he just looks completely different.
So, why haven't you found Erhard and brought him in,
Me?
Andros?
Because
Because you're the only one that hasn't
you
been
have to
seen with this group
know-
right now.
you have to know the limitations of this disguise self. I'm still my actual size, just look different, right? So let's say my body is a little smaller than what the actual Andros body is. If I go to touch Erhard, they're gonna notice a little difference in the body that is touching Erhard.
Yeah,
we're
to
not-
Then
to
bind
physical-
Erhard.
Yeah,
To
my
physical inspection, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
But
different.
wouldn't the Minotaur be the same size as Andros?
No, they're
and,
like a foot taller than me.
It's a short one.
I don't
It's
think.
He's
Don't
already
think
he's already turned himself into
Yeah.
it. He can't change it now.
I thought they're the same size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just pretend that you guys.
So what the fuck are we doing?
Just pretend that you guys found us, and you know the Crooked Class is looking for us. It's a henchman at the door. He doesn't know anything about this shit.
We can
Hello.
just if we are confident enough,
Let's
we
just
might be able to just walk in.
Yeah, let's just go.
Ignore everyone. Pretend we're at home here.
I'll stay in the
You
back.
pretend like you're
Yeah.
at home. I'd like to see that.
I'll sit in the back. I'll sit in the back.
I never said I was good at it, darling.
How about Erhard and Arcturus walk right in front of me as if I'm like the big dude, making sure y'all don't run off, and then Maeve and Shion take the lead, and Contessa can sit right behind them. So if there is combat, let's say they do notice this and they try to start something, at least our tank is right there, still near the front, so he can Contessa can quickly maneuver to the front, and we can go into combat. And then there's still Erhard and Arcturus can get behind me, so I can keep them protected in the back. So in case someone they try to, corner us in, we still have a way to protect them.
That's an excellent idea.
Good
darling.
thinking.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, what formation are you going in? We have Contessa at the front. Did I hear?
No, they're Contessa can be right behind Shion and Maeve, because they're the ones wearing the crooked class symbol.
So Shiona
like
Maeve
the-
up front
Yeah.
with
and then
you.
Contessa right right there, and then I'm in the back. I would say Arcturus and Erhard right next to each other, so it's easier for me to get around just one little
So like
bubble.
that.
Yeah, and I'll be right
Okay.
behind them.
So you guys start walking up, and Contessa's not cloaked, right?
No.
She's just in her armor, just walking behind the
Uh,
barrel.
This is-
Andros
I'm-
would take off his cloak, because it's a big ass cloak, and just throw it on top of Contessa.
Okay, so you take
Can
off
I-
your cloak, but nothing changes. But you now
Yeah.
have your cloak in your hands, and then
But
you
I
throw
just
it
threw it
around
on them
Contessa.
before we got
Yeah.
up there, before we
Okay.
we got in the light or anything.
It's
yeah.
a bit big, Contessa, but it
Yeah.
comes
Well,
like
at least
your
it hides my
ankles.
armor.
It comes to your ankles, yeah.
Yeah.
So can
At least
I,
it hides my armor.
if she's gonna wear a cloak anyway, can I use my prestigation to create another crooked class brooch that she can pin on it?
I think
Oh,
you
no,
can-
no, I have
you
my
ma-
clasp.
you
I have
create a
clasp. I have
non-magical
clasp.
trinket.
I have a clasp. I have a clasp.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yeah. But we only had 2, right?
you had 2.
No, but
Well,
you made one when you went to Sky
Picked
South.
up 2 in the tavern.
Yeah. But that's only
Yeah,
2 we
she,
have.
Shiona and Maeve
Which
have the
Shiona and
clasps.
Maeve.
Shiona
Yeah.
and Maeve have the clasps.
Yes.
Andros has used Disguise Self to show a clasp.
Yes.
Contessa does not have a clasp. Arcturus does not have a clasp. Erhard does not
Oh.
have a clasp.
I grab Contessa's wrist and I sort of nudge Maeve to sort of do the same, so that it looks like we're sort of like
Pulling
holding her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what's Arcturus doing?
I'm just holding my hands on my back to pretend the same.
Okay,
I mimic
sure.
the thing.
I guess
guys-
I follow suit with that. Put
guys-
my
This is gonna
sleeves
work, but-
inside.
Begin walking towards the warehouse doors, and I'd say you get about within 20 feet, similar to positions you are now, and the guy on the door looks up, and he whistles, and as he whistles, the 2 guys stop what they're doing, and they start walking on over to see what's going on, and one of the guys comes round from here just to see what's happening, Hello? What we got here then?
Valuables.
He like looks past you. On whose orders?
Andros is gonna speak in Thieves Can't. He's gonna
Yep.
speak to them in Thieves Can't and go, however we got these people, they're obviously of importance to our goals, what we want. These are orders coming from higher. I can't tell you that at this time. I'm just ordered to bring these guys in for questioning about the Loxodon that was questioning the other one from the Bramble Boar quite some time ago.
And he replies in Thieves' Cant, so none of you understand it but Andros. So where is the Loxodon?
Currently, we've figured out he was in the tavern or the casino over in the other ward. I can't think of the name of it. Does one of my friends here like to speak about the
We
name
don't
of it?
understand you.
Roll me
Yeah.
a deception check with disadvantage, please.
Forgot the name of the fucking thing.
That's why we're taking it.
Oh, right. Yeah, the gambling place in the, thingy place. Yeah, I know the one.
I'm not
Of
good
course
with
I do.
names. I'm just
What,
the
you-
muscle.
What, you a fucking idiot?
Yeah, I actually am. I'm just the muscle. I don't really.
Right then. I guess she'll do the speaking instead, as he looks at Shion in Thieves' Camp.
Fuck.
Well, come on. Spit it out. And yeah, you just hear language, but you have no idea what's being said.
Is
And he's
it actually
looking
a
at
language
you.
or is it just gestures?
So Thieves' Cant is like Cockney slang, so like apples and pears, like that sort of thing.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like a riddly sort of speech. So you probably heard something like, I don't know, night's looking real dim tonight. I hope there ain't any parrots about, or something like that. You know what I mean? And you're just looking at him like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of.
and yeah, he just looks at you, waiting for a response.
Yeah, well, I like parrots.
Boys, bring them in. And the lads start unsheathing daggers. And like they start grinning. One puts like a dagger in his mouth and then pulls out 2 daggers, so he's got 3 daggers out. And they all start grinning and start walking towards you. And unfortunately, with a natural 1 deception check, because you couldn't remember where you were trying to tell them.
God damn it,
The
Andres!
whole operation.
Just
So
don't remember things. I'm sorry.
It's
We're
the
in
Oaken
combat,
Stag
I'm
and the
afraid.
Amber Ward. The Amber Ward.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna remember that. Come on now. I was trying.
And because you're the only one that speaks Thieves' Cant, no one else would understand what was being said.
Yeah.
Don't forget, click your token, then go on your character sheet, and then click initiative. And I will begin to roll for these fine gentlemen.
Okay.
It's been
Okay,
so
thank
long
God.
since we fought.
It's been a
It's been a
while.
while.
It was a
Oh,
whole
God.
year ago, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cringe.
Took me so long to find initiative.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's at the top. It's at the top if you haven't found it.
Good,
Okay,
we're
right.
good.
Let me put some music on, because I haven't tried out my new battle music yet either, so that's always fun. It's here. Not that one. We will do
I
this
kind of
one.
thought that this was always gonna head this way anyway. It's just
True.
Oh no, we want this one.
If only one dude
Actually,
could
no.
remember
You know what
the
was
name
funny,
of the
though?
thing where
If-
we went.
if Shion knew Thieves' Cant, this probably would have went differently because
Yeah.
Andres kind of made it just
I
look. I'm just the
speak-
muscle.
I speak fucking 6 languages, but Thieves' Cant isn't one of them.
Uh-huh.
Pretty bad anyway,
So,
because no
yeah.
matter what, they probably would have started speaking that goddamn language anyway. There was like nothing we could do. It was already bullshit to begin with. That's
It's
why I just said
fine.
to walk right up there.
Bleeding
It's
with
fine.
it all the time.
They all draw blades and swords, and they start rushing towards you. But before they can, Maeve, you're quick off the mark. What do you do?
Hang about for a second. We haven't done this for a hot minute. I'm going to look at the dude right in front of me.
Mhm.
Look him straight in the eye. And just say in common, well, laugh at him a little bit, and then you're gonna regret this. Because I don't know who the one is with the knife in the mouth, but
Yeah, we'll say it's him.
yeah.
Sure.
Ooh.
And yeah, you just produce a flame in your hand and like flick it out towards him.
Mhm.
Yeah, and as the flame hits, it like burns away part of his beard, and he like pats it away as like you see scorch marks up his face. Yeah, you do 3 points of damage as he stares towards you in anger. Is that the end of your turn? You've still got some movement if you wish to move anywhere, and a bonus action if you can do anything with that.
No, gonna wait.
Sure, no problem. Next up, Arcturus, you're also quick off the mark as you pull your hands from behind you, ready to engage. What do you do?
Exactly. I take one step back to give room for Andros, as we discussed before. I'm gonna use a Eldritch Blast on the dude with at the door.
Yeah, sure. As you fire the Eldritch Blast towards him. As it rockets past, and does that hit? It does not. As it hits the wood just behind him, right next to his face, very close.
That's 15
But he
damage.
manages to just duck out the way, and his eyes go wide as he just wasn't expecting that. Next up, we have the Crooked class members. So this one here that you just fired at runs up towards the pair of you, and the other one does the same. One will slash towards Maeve with a short sword, which is a 10 to hit you, Maeve. Does that miss?
Yeah.
And then with its offhand, swings a dagger out as well for an 18.
Yeah.
That does 2 piercing as it just cuts your forearm a little bit. And then the other one does the same towards you, Shion, for a 15? I think that
Muted.
misses, right?
You're muted.
Oh yeah. My armor class is 14.
So it does hit. So you take 4 piercing as it slashes up your arm, and then the dagger comes at you for an 18 as well,
Ooh.
which does 1 point of damage as
Okay,
it
that's
just
fine.
catches your the palm of your hand as you recoil back. That is the end of their turns, because they are separate from the other guys. So Andros, you're up.
Okay. Because Andros has battle experience, would he know that they can slip around the group, or because of where Shion and Maeve and Contessa are, they're not really gonna be able to get around them? Since it's,
You
it's a
know-
tight alley already.
Yeah, you know that they could get behind Maeve and Shion, but if they go any further, they would have an attack against them
Yeah.
as they
Right.
move away from their range.
Okay. Is there any way I can get to here?
Yeah, you totally can. You'll take an opportunity. It's yeah, you can
No,
go
yeah,
down.
get
Yeah,
around
if
it,
you
yeah.
go down this way. Yeah.
Andros will do that. He'll pull out his rapier.
Yep.
The rapier that I think Maeve gave him.
Mhm.
Yep.
And he's gonna have his dagger in another hand, and he's gonna go for a little slashy slash on the one dude.
The guy in front of Maeve, yeah?
Yes, the guy.
Yeah,
in
go
front of
for it.
Maeve, yes.
Make your rapier attack first.
Yep. Rapier.
As you stab towards him with the rapier, that does pierce through the leather as he takes an almighty blow to the chest, and he recoils back, but he's still standing.
Okay.
You
and
would
then-
actually get sneak attack on that if you wanted to.
Oh. Yeah.
Because you have an ally within 5
Would I
feet.
roll with that? Is that
Uh,
just a D4?
it's 2d6, I believe, at level 4.
2d6.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you do have an ally.
Yeah. So 2d6. 10.
Woo!
Yeah.
Damn, he
as
did.
you pierce through his chest, and you
Yeah.
see the life leave his face, and as you pull out, the body slumps to the floor.
Nice. And I also still have my dagger attack, right? I can still
You
go
have
in
your
with a
bonus
dagger
action
without...
attack, yeah.
So, Andros, can he move
You got
over this?
5, 10, 15, 20. You got 2 more spaces of movement.
Yeah, can he... Oh. He can move too, right?
Yeah, 2 more spaces.
Can he move... Yeah, can you just go right here where this dead body is
Yeah,
and
I'll
slash him
move.
with the dagger?
I'll move the dead body there so you can see.
Okay.
But yeah. As you
and then this is
step in,
without sneak.
dagger straight in. Yeah, no sneak attack on this one. But a 25 definitely hits.
With a 5.
As yes, you do 5 points of damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yep, that'll be the end of my turn.
Not a problem. Yeah, so as you stab into him, he recoils back a little bit, and then Contessa, you're up.
Contessa's just gonna mention, lower the magic, guys. We don't need it right now. And she's gonna just, as she sees these two, she's gonna go roll up to these.
Yeah, so
And
you
she's,
squeeze in between Maeve and Andros and run up to the pair of them.
Yep, and I'm going to use my Hills Giant nail.
Yep, the Hills Giant nail. As you swing in towards it,
This one.
how do you kill one of them?
Oh, the nail. I think I'm going to sweep into his head, and I don't like. It's not going to come clean off. It's more going to just like break
It's more
his
like
neck.
blunt trauma damage as you just smack it across the side of the head. Yeah, and it's the top one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you hit into him, he just drops. Like, you just hear a crack of the neck as his body just slumps to the floor. And yeah,
Okay.
you have a bonus action and a little bit of movement left if you wish to use it.
Can I use intimidation as a bonus action?
Not typically, no.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
I'll
sorry.
end my turn.
All right, not a problem. Yeah, and then it is Erhard. It's your go.
Yeah, I will just do a mind sliver on this man here.
I can't even see him from
There's
where
someone there?
I
Yeah,
can't see.
At the top here.
yeah.
Yeah,
can.
by all means.
Yeah, there was 2 guys Matt mentioned earlier.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, and he will make.
It's
a
an
save.
intelligence save, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have very high intelligence, but he does succeed.
Good. I will just stay where I am and be happy.
Very well. Next up is the Crooked Clasp Banditos.
Banditos?
Which they run up, I think at this point though. This one, oh wait there, let me put him in an actual square. There you go. He will
I can't
run
see what's
to
going on.
here and to here, and he will spend his action as he starts yelling to the inside of the warehouse. Oi! We need some help out here! As he starts shouting towards them, whereas the other one, seeing you break this man's neck in front of him, Contessa, panics and just slashes with his scimitar towards you. Oh!
Ooh!
With the nat 20 on a bandit? We've seen this
Yeah.
before. As you luckily only take 7 points of damage as he cleaves into your chest plate.
That's just pure desperation panic slash.
Yeah, pure panic in his eyes. His eyes have gone proper wide while this happened. Shion! You were a little delayed to the fight, and taking a few blades across the arms and the palm, you see the blood trickling down, and then you realize it's fight or flight. So yeah, what are you doing? You're muted. There you go.
Ah, back. So yeah, I sort of nod, like, I look at Contessa like, okay, I got you, and I just grab my 2 chakrams and just try to plunge him in the guy in front of me. Am I still muted?
No, you're
Oh,
good.
Matt's
Oh,
muted.
Matt's muted.
Yeah, by all means, go for the attacks.
Yeah, shit.
A 13 just misses as you
Damn.
swing wide with the first one, but as your bonus action, you can make an additional attack.
Yeah, fuck my second one. God damn it.
Yeah,
Damn.
as you cleave into him, you just slit the throat of the man, and blood gushes out as he falls to the floor, as it was just enough to kill him with the aid of Andros. And yeah, you two plunge a dagger into his like liver kidney section, and then you slash across the throat with the other one as his body falls slump. Is that the end of your turn, or would you like to move?
I think I'll just stay here.
No problem. Maeve, you see this man yelling out to his comrades inside, and the other one hacking at Contessa.
I'm gonna pull out my light crossbow
Mhm.
and go for the guy who's shouting into the warehouse.
Go for it. As you line it up and fire, and as he runs to go grab the door handle, the bolt goes through his hand and embeds it into the door, and he's just like, ah! Ah! As he's just like screaming in pain. He is still alive, but yeah, he is in a lot of pain right now, just pinned
Just
to this
gonna-
door.
I'm just gonna say to him, wouldn't try that again.
Yeah, and he's just looking at you like, ah! Like, because his hand is just completely pinned to the door. Anything else? You've got movement if you wish.
No, that's fine.
Awesome. Arcturus, you now see this man pinned to a door and another one slashing at Contessa. What would you like to do?
Well, I take Contessa's advice at note. Just keep it calm and down. So I will run to the guy at the door who is still pinned down. I will use my my quarterstaff to hit him.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, I haven't seen
As
that
you
yet.
spin the quarterstaff around and you go to hit him, Arcturus, how is it every time? It's always you, right?
I
feel
have
so
no
bad.
clue, guys. Come
You were
on.
bludgeoned him to death,
Yeah,
dude.
as you just swing and he ducks and you just clang off the woodwork again. And he's just like, no, please, please, stop.
I'll
Does
keep
Arcturus,
my
when he
magic,
slams it and
fancy
hits-
magic for inside, guys. It's gonna be
When
okay.
he hit the wall, does he like kind of shake with it as it
Yeah,
rolls
yeah,
back?
it just
the-
like the cartoon shape. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And at that, it is someone else's turn who you can't see.
They are dead. Well. Ooh, I see that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Okay. There. Okay. So that. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds like quite a bit of people. In
That is that. And then Andros, you're up.
All right. Andros is gonna work his way here, and how much movement is that? 5, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, that's 10 movement. And he's gonna
Yeah,
go
10 foot.
for a slash with his rapier on this guy.
Go for it.
Um.
You do have sneak attack, so remember to toggle.
Yes.
Click that toggle.
Please just kill him.
Where's that at?
It should be in the attack section underneath it. There
Oh.
should be like a damage option,
Yep.
which you can just
Alright,
click.
Gotcha.
Oh, but as you go in for the stab, he sees it coming, and he just parries it with the dagger, and the blade slides up the hilt of the dagger, and he just holds it above his head.
And Andros will then come back in with the dagger.
Yeah,
that he
with
still
your own
holds on
dagger,
to,
yep.
Yeah, and try to.
You still have sneak attack. Oh, and as you go for that one,
up! You can't!
as you go for that one, he lets go of the scimitar embedded into Contessa's armor for a second, and spits out another dagger as he catches it and parries the other blow. And now he's
this
got
guy.
both of your blades parried with both of his daggers. Unfortunately, Andros, that's the end of your turn.
Sadly,
Contessa.
Yes.
Contessa, you see this before you. Andros being parried by both. You shrug off the scimitar, which falls to the floor. And yeah, what would you like to do?
I'm going to just straight up use my Hill Giant Snail again, as he's clearly occupied by Andros.
Yeah, and as you swing up, he shifts Andros's weight into you, so you get knocked off balance. So you just miss.
That's the
This man
leader.
is a
Who is
fucking
this man?
wizard.
This man is so proficient in combat.
He's very good at his job, okay?
Aragon.
How does
Um,
flanking work?
I don't typically use flanking
okay.
in this as like a homebrew rule.
Sure.
But yeah, I personally don't use it. But
Okay,
yes, Erhard, you're up, unless you want to move, Contessa.
No, I don't really want to attack on me, so no.
Very well, Erhard.
Go beat him with your staff.
Yeah, great. All right. Fine. I will just come here and try and hit him
Yep.
with my staff because that's gonna work. I knew that.
As you swing the staff, he unparries Andros's blades. Seeing Contessa wobbly, he kicks at her leg, which then moves her like shoulder into you, Erhard, which then makes your staff go wide as this one bandit is just going at it on his own, soloing.
Someone clip this. Someone clip
Instant
this.
drag up.
And then
So this guy is like the leader.
at that bandit then sees all three of you, and he sees Erhard is the least armored, so he stabs with his dagger. No, he picks up his scimitar real quick with his foot. He like kicks it up into the air, catches it, and then slashes. A 14.
Ooh,
Just misses.
So
I
as
have
it
14.
hits towards you, your magic barrier of shimmering light, like it crashes against that and sparks of magic fly off. As he looks at you confused for a second, and then gets ready to try and parry the next attack coming his way. Whereas the other one, Arcturus, with his free hand not pinned to the wall, can only reach you, so just tries to slash at you. So let's see if he gets a crit, because that's, nope, okay,
Ooh.
you're good on that front. As the bandit goes wide against you, Arcturus, as you block it with the quivering, quarterstaff.
Did you
Shion,
mention
you're
the
up.
crit? Is that how he died?
You don't know that. Shion?
Right. I see all this,
Mm-hmm.
and I just toss my chakram at the guy.
Which
So-
one?
Yeah, the one you were fighting. That's this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the one down south. Yeah, and as you
God.
launch the chakram, it like embeds into his shoulder, and then you hit into him, and he's still standing, but he's in a lot of pain.
I'm doubting because they're both down to literally 1 HP. I'm doubting which one am I gonna take. I'll just have the one that Maeve pinned to the door, like the other
Sure.
one. This one.
Go for it. And yeah, as it hits into him, and he just slumps to the floor, but his hand is still like pinned to the door, as he can't get it free, as he falls down dead.
This is how you do it, boys.
Up next, Maeve.
Are Andros's weapons still on the floor?
Andros has them. No, he still has them.
Oh, okay. I thought they were
Yeah.
okay.
No, the other guy dropped his to then do something else. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, seeing as it's a little crowded around him,
3 to 1.
I'm gonna shout real quick, "Duck, everyone!" and fire a crossbow at him. Crossbows.
Yeah, as you then just pull up, "Duck, everyone!" And then you fire, and it just goes flying like it whizzes past everyone's face, including the bandit, who's just like, "Oh!" shit," and then it just embeds into the wall behind him, and he's just like, "Oh!"
What we're
You know what I
learning
imagine?
is that this bandit is the protagonist and we
Yeah.
aren't.
He's Naruto right now.
I'm now changing him to be the big bad evil guy of the campaign.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Maybe
This is-
would you
this
like
is
to
straight
move,
up
or is that
Shadow
the
of
end of your
Mordor.
turn?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stand here.
No problem, as you just duck in a little bit. Yeah, Arcturus, you see the man slumped on the floor before you, but you can hear carnage coming from behind.
From behind, like from behind the door, or
No, as in, you can actually, because you're right next to it, you can hear noises from within.
I'm just gonna step back for a little bit there, and I'm gonna use my. Is it called a bonus action to watch the door? Like the.
You can use your action to prepare an attack if anything comes out of it.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, you want to do it? No problem. What action would you like to perform?
If anything comes through the door, it's gonna create a bonfire.
You're gonna create a bonfire with the spell, yeah? No worries, yeah, no problem whatsoever. At that, the door does open.
Does the guy with the hand stuck to it slide with the door?
I like to think you hear that door try to open, and then they open the other one. Because his
there's
body's
two.
like... Yeah, it's a double door. So yeah, the one door, it just like... You just hear like a thud, and then they push the other door and it opens.
Oh, please tell me they notice him.
Wait there 2 seconds while I remove some dynamic lighting. There. As
I still can't see.
you see from within. Can you guys not see in?
No, we can.
Nope.
I
Well, I
can.
can.
I can. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Okay.
dark sense or dark
Good
side.
angle.
That's my bad. Let me just real quick grab some torches because they would have been lit inside. I forgot that I didn't put them in there. There you go. So we'll have one there, one there, one there,
Now I can see you.
one there. There we go. And then one down here. Cool. Yeah, so as the door swings open, you see a selection of men rushing towards the door, hearing the kerfuffle from within. And Arcturus, you get to cast your spell.
Woohoo! Let me see.
At least it's inside the thing.
Yeah. Okay, dex save of 13. Let's give it a go. Oh, he fails as, a small fire starts up from beneath him, and his legs start smoldering from the flames, and he's trying to pat them out. But he rushes out of the fire, and as he stumbles outside, he slashes towards Andros, who is the only person in front of him. With his main hand, a natural 20. Wow, I'm getting very lucky tonight. You take a total of 11 points of damage, Andros, as he slashes
Andros.
across. And then with his offhand dagger, he stabs into you for another nat 20. Which you take 4 points of damage as he stabs into your thigh.
Yeah.
The other one...
That'll shake his confidence.
The other one will fire a short bow at Contessa for a 20 total.
Hit.
And you take 5 piercing as an arrow hits you in your shoulder. Yeah.
Fine.
That is there. Oh, and this one will start running, but he doesn't make it there. As he runs to there. Fantastic. Cool. Next up, Andros. You're up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andros is he took a pretty big hit there, you know? That's not a very nice one. So he's gonna quickly turn and attempt to slash that guy with his rapier.
The one that just hit him?
Yeah.
Yep.
The one that just hit him. He's gonna hope to hurt this dude. He does get a sneak attack with that, right? No, he doesn't.
No, you would on the bottom one, not on the top one.
Andros would know that, right?
Yeah, because you don't have an ally
Okay.
within 5 feet
He's gonna
of the
hit.
top
He's
one.
gonna hit the guy that we're having troubles with. He wants to get him
Yeah,
out of the way.
go for it.
Yeah.
As you stab towards him with a rapier, and he ducks.
The protagonist.
The protagonist of this...
Going
this
with a
is-
dagger now.
This is the true adventurer of this game.
Yep.
As you just
Thank
stab
God.
into his skull, and he just dead. And then you pull it out, like, kick him as he falls down, just like, screw
Andros
that
is gonna be
guy.
pissed. He just kicks him away.
Yeah, and he
And
dies.
he's gonna comment. Never thought I'd meet a fucking ninja, but here we go. Shit.
At the end of your turn, Andros, Contessa, you're up.
I should have looked.
Oh,
I
never
looked
mind.
Should have looked at my character sheet more. You know what? Seeing as Andros did come to help, Contessa is just gonna go straight there, and then she's only going to one hand though, so she can have her shield out.
Yeah, you pull your shield out, not a problem. As you swing towards it, it does hit. As you just crunch him across the skull, and he just collapses into the floor. As he does pass to the realm of the dead. I'm just going to move the bodies because it's getting a bit cluttered. I'll put them over here. There you go. Next up is Erhard.
Actually, I still have movement, right?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, you do. You've got 20 feet left of movement.
Okay, then Contessa will move right here.
Yeah, as you just step into the doorway, shield up. Not a problem. Erhard, you're up.
All right, the moment we've been waiting for. Well, I have at least. I'm gonna cast
Fireball!
I'm gonna, well, pretty much. I'm gonna cast an ice knife right there.
Nice. Yeah, as you pull up this small shard of ice and flick it towards them. An 11 unfortunately misses him. However, it still explodes. So they will all make a dex save.
That would have been so much
1,
damage.
2. So 1 succeeds, 1 fails. So this one takes 8 damage. And then the other 2... 1, 2, 1 fails, taking 8 damage as well. Yeah, as the 2 northern ones both take some of the shards, but the 2 at the bottom duck out the way of it. I also need you to make a roll for me, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you cast a spell. Okay.
I'm good.
Not a problem. Yeah, is that the end of your turn, or would you like to move?
I would like to move behind my dearest friend right here.
No worries. Yeah, as you do that, it is the Bandito's turn. Who... This one here, where would he... Yeah, he'll run up to here, and this one does as well. And they begin pulling out crossbows and loading them. Whereas the other 3 come running out. So this one runs over to here. This guy runs for you. And this guy runs for you. So Arcturus, 1 slashes at you with the scimitar for an 11, which I believe misses. Yeah. And then Contessa, you have 2 on you. A 14, which misses.
Yep.
And a 22.
Ooh, that one hits.
Yeah,
that one
as he
hits.
gets the upper hand, just slashing
man.
you across the waist slightly, and just a little deep cut. Yeah, and that is their turns. Oh no, he'll dash. You know what? He'll dash to there. So he's got his scimitar drawn, but he isn't attacking because he can't get near anyone. Shion, you're up.
Yeah, that guy is dashing. I'm not having any of that. I'm tossing my chakrams right
Go
at
for
him.
As you toss the first chakram,
Panic.
and he ducks under it, and
then
then
the second hits.
one hits him across the leg and starts to
Always
slow
the
him down
second
a
one.
little
It's
bit.
always the second one.
Always the second one. At that, do you want to move, or is that the end of your turn?
No, I think safety is in numbers.
Not a problem. Maeve, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna move here. And I'm going to cast Moonblast.
Moonbeam?
Moonbeam.
Yeah, so
Pokemon's a different thing.
Who are you targeting Moonbeam on?
I haven't seen this before.
Moonbeam is, as far as I know, gonna go the whole way to here. So it's a cylinder.
So Moonbeam comes from above and hits 1 square.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So it's a cylinder of light from above that goes straight down onto a 5-foot radius square. And you can move it every turn.
Wait, I thought it was 5 feet, the radius is 5 feet, so it's 40 long.
It comes from above, like it hits one target, like a straight cylinder down.
Right.
But
Like a
you can
satellite
move it
laser?
every turn.
But
Like a satellite laser.
so what's the range then?
5
feet from me?
I think it's 120 foot. So you can cast it anywhere, but it only hits 1 square, and it comes from, like, the sky.
Right.
And then
so
you cast it... Yeah, you cast it once, and then, yeah, like a spotlight, like Frith just said, and then you cast it once, and then you can move it every turn. It doesn't cost any, like, it doesn't cost any more spells. It's like you concentrate on the spell.
that's cool.
Oh, well, you see
you
what I
wanna-
had set up, right? I was like,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
know,
blast
I
all
know.
3 of them at the same time.
That's okay. If you want to
Beam.
use a different spell, by all means.
Yeah. No.
Use a bow.
There's
Just
so
a
many
bow.
people that I don't want to hit as well. That's my problem.
I mean, Contessa can take it.
No, I'm not trying that. I'll having seen what Erhard just did.
Yeah.
Maeve's gonna follow those footsteps because my other, yeah, for now that seems to be the smartest option. I'm gonna go right there on this dude.
Wait,
Yeah, so you want to hit those two, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing Ice Knife?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so as this shard of ice appears, you flick it towards them. Unfortunately, it misses. However, they do get to make a check to see if it hurts them from the like explosion of the ice. So let me just double check. The first one fails, and the second one also fails. So they both take 6 points of damage. One of them looks like he's on death's door. The other, this is the first time he's been injured. But the northern one is heavily bleeding, as he now just has like 13 shards of ice sticking out of him, and he's just bleeding profusely from all of them.
jeez.
Is that the end of your turn, or would you like to move?
No, that's it for now.
Brilliant. Arcturus!
Yay! Well, let's hope it's I rolls better this time.
I hope so
And like
too.
all the rolls before.
I want you to hit!
Yeah, so do I. I want to hit something at least.
Yep,
Just the guy in front of me, and I'm just gonna hit him with a quarterstaff.
go for it. As you
There you
spin
go.
and whack him across the jaw, and you hear like a crack, but he turns back and his jaw's like slightly unhinged as you've just cracked him across the face. But yeah, he looks angry. He looks very angry now.
Good.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Not a problem. At that, this gentleman comes limping out of there and comes towards you, Andros, while the other one goes towards Contessa. So, Andros, this is on you. First, a short sword attack for a 12.
Misses!
Awesome.
Away
And then,
from
the,
me!
and then the offhand dagger for a natural
Misses!
one as he pulls it out and it slips out of his hand and just clatters to the floor. The other one will swing towards you, Contessa, for a natural 20. That's my third one tonight, I think. So that's a total of 11 points of damage as the blade cleaves into your shoulder. And then as that happens, he stabs with the dagger towards your torso for a 19. that hit?
What's my AC? Ah, it hit.
It'll be at the top. It hits.
It hits.
Okay, as you take another 4 into the abdomen, as he just stabs you into your chest. That is the end of the Crooked Clasp Thugs' turns. Andros, you're up.
Contessa needs help.
Can Andros move here safely? Like here?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
He can move here.
You go back
Me
to
and
back
you,
with Contessa.
Contessa! It's me and you! Andros is gonna move next to Contessa. He's gonna go to stab with his rapier the guy who tried to hit him earlier.
Yeah, go for it.
He does get sneak with that, right? Because technically he's
Yes, you
with.
do, yep.
Yeah, he's with. Okay.
Unfortunately, he parries the blade.
All
You've got
right.
your offhand.
Yeah, Andros is gonna go for the offhand.
Go for it. Which he also parries. Oh no, Andros. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Contessa.
Contessa's gonna drink her last healing potion as a bonus
That's a bonus action. Yeah, no problem.
How do I do that again?
2d4 plus 2. So you get 5 hit
So
points
7.
back.
So 7, right?
No. Oh yeah, you didn't put plus 2. Yeah, 7 total. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. 1 second. 1 second.
But you
1,
quickly,
2, 3,
you
4,
put up a
5,
finger and
6,
just be like, pop.
It's like what you do in an RPG, like
Yeah.
eat all the things.
Yeah.
Just wait a minute, guys. Glug, 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 glug.
Contessa is going to again one-handed the Hill Giant sword.
Go for it. Which one?
Good question.
You got 4 to choose from.
This
Or
one.
5 if you include Andros. Yeah, go for it. As you swing with the Hill Giant nail, or as you cleave into the shoulder, and because of the weight of it, the shoulder blade just crushes into the torso, and he falls down onto the ground, dead, bleeding. And I'll move him out of the way as well. There you go. Is that the end of your turn, yeah?
Yeah, I can't really move.
Ahad.
Yeah, well, there goes my AoE stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna do an acid splash, I guess.
Go for it. Which one?
So I choose 2 targets next to each other, right? So.
Yep.
God, which ones have been hurt?
You know,
I think.
all of the ones in the doorway are all looking the most injured.
Yeah.
All of them. They're all pretty rough.
Yeah. I'm gonna fire at this guy and that guy. Because
Yeah, sure.
He could run at us.
Is it a save?
It's a save on the deck save,
Dex
unfortunately.
save. Okay.
Ooh, 1.
He fails. He succeeds. But that guy had 1 hit point. As he just part of his face and jaw just start melting away in front of you, Andros. And you kind of just like awkwardly point with the rapier and poke his body so he falls away from you. Yeah. And yeah, that
And
body,
then just
that body
take a
falls down.
couple steps back.
Yeah,
because,
in a slight panic, as unfortunately, Contessa,
Let's go!
the 2 at the back that were loading their crossbows, both fire at you. Because you have breached the compound. The first one thudding the wall behind you, almost hitting Andros. And then the second one, 17?
Yes. Misses.
As you just put the shield in the way, and it does that really cool like movie action where it like grinds off of it and the sparks come off, and then you deflect it away.
Thank God again.
Whereas the one next to you just tries to slash you, Contessa, for another 17, as you then reach round and block with that. And the final one, oh no, there's 2 more. One will go for Andros.
Ooh.
For a 20.
Ooh.
Fuck, yeah, it hits.
For 3 slashing.
You're fine.
And the last one
I'm
is...
not looking good.
And the last one is on Arcturus, which misses. As he whiffs that hit, as you parry it with the quarterstaff. Shion, you're back up.
Yeah. Well, as I see that Andros and Contessa seem to be in a bit of a pickle, I'm just gonna go for this one. I'll keep chucking my chakrams until we're
Go for
inside.
it. So is that the one next to Andros?
This one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, as you huck the first chakram, and it spins round with precision, and you just cut the head clean off as the body then falls next to Andros.
Nice. And then I'll go for the guy. I'll go for the guy next to him.
And then you throw the next chakram, which
just
also
misses.
hits.
Oh.
Yeah, and kills. As you cut into that one's the side of that one's neck as well. As you
I just
catch
looked
both your
at
chakrams
relief.
afterwards as they return to you. And yeah. Maeve, you're up.
Yep.
I killed.
I'm in a pickle. One, two, three, four. I'm gonna stand here.
Yep.
Can I, as a bonus action, give Onros a potion?
Then make him drink it?
Well, I don't know if he's gonna drink it, but can I make him drink it as a bonus action?
You can as an action.
I'm just gonna give it to him then.
Okay, yeah.
Is
I'll
that a
say
bonus
you,
action?
you can hold it out for him. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
and
a
then...
free action. You can do that for free. Just holding a potion out.
Oh, okay. Right, and then somehow within that movement, I'm also gonna fire a crossbow at the dude standing at the Taurus.
We'll say you fire the crossbow first. Because that
Yeah.
makes more sense. Yeah, that's fine. Are you doing it?
Hang on.
Yeah, you doing it at the guy at Arcturus?
Yeah.
Okay, that's at disadvantage.
Why?
Because he stood within 5 feet of you. So ranged attacks are at disadvantage when you're too close to an enemy.
But if I did it before I moved, I was there.
Sure, I'll let you do that.
Well, I mean,
It's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. You can do it.
Okay.
Make your attack.
Yes. Sorry, I've been reading
It's
stuff.
alright. It's been a while.
Hmm.
As you fire the crossbow bolt, and that's exactly what you needed to hit, but unfortunately he is still standing.
Okay.
As it embeds into his thigh, and he's looking around as he's in a bit of a disarray at this point. And then, yeah, you hold out the potion for Andros, yeah?
Mhm.
No problem. Arcturus!
Arcturus is like really fed up with that guy in front of him. So I'm just gonna do the same.
Go for it. As you get the quarterstaff and you sweep at the other leg, he falls to the ground, and then you raise it above your head and just slam it down across his chest, and he just passes out. And yeah, he is dead as he dies on the floor. Would you like to move? You've still got some movement left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move a little bit out of the way.
Nice, yes. You just step to the side, ready for the next fight. The final Crooked Clasp Thug, only seeing Contessa in front of him in the warehouse, will go for Contessa. Helps if I open the sheet up. I closed it by accident.
Oh no.
Wait, why isn't it working? Open!
Retro.
Okay, wait that. I'll open it differently. Ugh.
And Tessa's just waiting like, you gonna do it? You gonna do it?
It closed down and now it won't open, so I'm just gonna try and force open it. There we go, it's open now. And then yeah, it'll be the short sword first, which is a whopping 8 as it swings wide, and then the offhand dagger with a 10 as you just parry and block the attacks. And he steps. No, he wouldn't go there. He would actually. He'd go there to lock into combat with Andros and Contessa.
Well, I'm swinging.
As it's Andros's turn. No, it's only when he leaves your threat range. So he's still in your threat range. Yeah.
Andros will take the potion and he will just immediately chug that.
Yeah,
chug
so
that.
free action to grab the potion and then pop the cap. Glug, glug, glug.
How much? What did I roll there again?
2d4 plus 2. So roll 2d4 and then add 2. So that's 6 hit points you get.
Better than nothing. So, with that, it's 6, so, yeah, right there. Cool. Then Andros will, he will swing with his rapier at someone, just to try to free up, Contessa.
As you stab towards him, that does hit! And it does just enough as you just pierce through the throat with the rapier, and he drops down dead.
Andros can still move, right?
Yeah, you've got 30 foot of movement, so 6 squares.
Let's do this.
Andros is going to... he is going to move about... He's not... He's... Oof. Yeah, he's going to move about right here to try to block them, like, kind of just step up in front of where Shion and her heart is so they can't have a free range at them, and just try to step in the way.
No worries. Contessa, you're up.
Contessa goes, I believe, wait, is it right click? I think this is...
If you hold your token and then right click, it will take you where you want to go.
Okay.
So hold left click to grab your token, and then move to a new square, right click, and then it will show you like a line of where you're taking it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just the
like that. Perfect. Yeah, as you run up to the guys, they're both reloading their crossbows, looking at you, and yeah, guess you take a swing.
You know what? She's going to just use her normal longsword for this.
Go for it.
The one-handed.
Yeah, as you swing and just cleave up the chest of the guy in front of you, as he just falls back dead.
I imagine this other guy's
Panicking, yes. At the
I
end of that,
imagine.
Erhard, you're up. You see one guy left.
Yeah, sorry. So I just step up a bit. That should be within range. Let me just double check. Yeah, I
Yep.
do a Mind Sliver.
Yep. And that is an intelligence. He succeeds. Would you like to do anything else?
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay. The bandit drops the light crossbow and then draws his scimitar and tries his best. A 17
Nope.
misses. Shion, you're up.
I'm gonna carefully step over the pile of corpses that must now be at our feet.
Yep.
And I'll just move inside for a bit. And now that I'm inside, I can finally chuck a fireball at the guy.
So firebolt.
Firebolt, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, go for it. As you hurl the firebolt through, it hits him in the chest, and he falls back, but then stumbles back to his feet as he's still standing, just about. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Maeve.
Seeing seeing Andros a little beat up and in line, I'm gonna stand in front of him.
Yep.
Also step in and fire another cross bolt at him.
Yeah, and as you load the crossbow and aim, you release the crossbow bolt, and it goes hurtling through the air, and it does that like the camera like follows the bolt as it goes, and as he's like getting ready to slash at Contessa, it like pierces through the neck, out the other side, and then into the hand, so he drops the blade, and then he falls to the ground. And that is where we will end tonight's session, as it grows quiet in the warehouse. And yeah, that's the end of the session, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed that. A bit of combat. Yeah, let's go. I love it. I love some combat. It's always fun. Let me change the tone of the music because it's too intense.
It has been a while.
These were sure fun.
You could see we were a bit rusty.
Yeah, but
Rusty.
that's how it is sometimes. That's how it is. It's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good. It takes a little bit of getting back into the swing of things with combat, especially considering we had a little break for Christmas, and it has been a little while since you've had a proper good scrap. But you guys did very well. So let's go round the room as usual. We will start with Tim. Tim, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. And I am always having fun playing Octarus. So thank you for being here. You can find me on the Team Logic NL channel on Twitch. Normally in every weekend except for tomorrow, because tomorrow is our community day on Discord. So if you want to be there, make sure you drop by. And Lan will be there on Sunday. So feel free to join.
Awesome. And below Tim, we have Eagle. Eagle, take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Eagle Outlaw. Make sure you guys are also following the Instagram. Make sure you're following the Instagram. It's awesome. Go follow it. And also make sure you guys are also following the Twitter. Y'all can, go there and, see some awesome tweets, maybe some, clips, whatever, whatever happens. Also, you guys can find me over the Eagle Outlaw where I'm starting Legends Arceus tomorrow. And then, we'll continue on with that kind of stuff.
Exciting times. Also, don't forget to follow us on Discord, because we do post the recaps on Discord as well, and we have some little character things in there that you can take a look at, some NPCs and that sort of thing. And it's the best place to interact with us, and on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, I saw a few new faces in here. Don't forget you can check out the YouTube, catch up on all that good stuff. So yeah, make sure to check that out. Let's go next to Smitty. Sorry, Smitty, for taking the spotlight there, but there you go. Go.
No, it's fine. I'm Smitty, I play Maeve, and you can find me streaming from Wednesday throughout to from Saturday through Wednesday. I don't know my own schedule, but it never changes. You can find me there, streaming a lot of Breath of the Wild, torturing myself with the Master Mode, challenging stuff. Go social the follows as well. You should do that.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, social the follows. It's always a good meme. Other side of the room, screen, wherever you are. Zeb, take it away.
Well, I play Erhard, who sometimes misses and sometimes hits. And yeah, I do similar stuff over on Agent Zeb. Currently, I also started the Arceus, and it's very, very fun, and I'm going to continue doing it. Smash in some Crusader Kings strategy game stuff, and yeah, more or less more Pokemon.
Awesome. And above Erhard and Zeb, we have Creed. Creed, take it away.
Hey guys, I play Contessa, who got beat up, but not as beat up as Andras. But thank God Andras was there to take some hits. Anyway, I stream as well as along with these lovely folks. But I recently started my job last month in a couple days. But I will be back to streaming once I can find a stable schedule.
No worries. And Lan, take it away.
Hello. My name is Lan. I am the female half of Team Logic. You can find me over at the Team Logic NL channel. On Mondays playing RimWorld, and on Sundays occasionally playing Dragon Age. And then Dragon Age, usually I never pay attention to it and it turns into us just chatting. But it's tons of fun, so come check it out. Also, social those follows, and it's been wonderful today, guys. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. And finally, if you like what you saw today and like the chaoticness of me, come and check me out over on The Onion Soup. I'll also be in all of these guys' streams because I hang out there quite a lot of the time. So yeah, I do the Pokemans as well as some other RPGs and that sort of thing over there. So if you want to check me out, do that. And also, don't forget to check out Frith the Traveller. He's in chat right now. He drew all of our artwork. You see this below me right now? All of these slideshows with the characters in. He drew those character arts. He's an amazing artist. Make sure to check him out. He's awesome. But yes, we will be back next week with the continuation of the Warehouse Warriors. like it's gonna be fun. These guys are going through this warehouse to find the sewer entrance, potentially, and it's going to be an exciting one, so you don't want to miss next week for sure. So yeah, guys, are we raiding out this evening?
I didn't check! I was too much into combat.
That's okay, that's all good. In all fairness, it was a little cray-cray, so it's all fine.
Slayer of Bandits.
The Slayers of Banditos.
No,
I feel
only
like we're
Shion.
afraid
The
of
rest of us are
giant
just
rats or something.
assisting.
There's gonna be a fucking crocodile in the sewer.
Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
in,
ticking noise.
in before Onion nerfs my weapons.
No, they're okay at the minute. They're okay at the minute.
You get charisma bonus on that, I saw. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That's being a Hexblade Warlock. That's nothing
baby.
to do with extra stuff.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong. Very strong. But then look at Contessa's Hill Giant Nail. That is a very strong item. Mm-hmm.
I've just been one-shotting people.
Yeah, if you hit hard. It's very good. Have we found someone?
Probably poisons are mine too, but you know.
I will try and look now myself
We
as well.
could go to the loading crew.
The loading crew?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who?
The loading crew.
They're loading the crew.
My Twitch is playing up, so it won't even let me search D&D at the minute. So.
Womp.
Do you want to put it in chat?
Open to whatever.
Yeah, we're happy to raid into anyone. Always share the love.
Yeah,
That's what we try and do here.
They look nice, I guess.
Yeah, we'll send our way there.
It goes to
Give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 1 sec.
No worries, no worries.
I'm
But yeah.
bootleg Matt and Eagle.
If you wanna catch us again, by all means, come and join us next Friday. And if you want to just like message us, ask anything about D&D, I saw someone ask in the chat, what level are we? We're currently level 4 at the moment, so we're close to that power spike of level 5, but we're not quite there yet.
Not yet.
But yeah,
We're
we
kind
are
of
level
clearing
4.
warehouse.
So if you have
Maybe
any
after
more
Central.
questions, by all means, do chuck it in the Discord. We'd love to answer them.
And we are ready if you guys
We're
are.
ready.
Let's
Awesome.
load
Well,
it
we're
up.
going to raid out. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've loved this evening. It's been lots of fun. I've been excited for this week. And I hope you guys all did as well.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good. Right.
It was fun.
Then goodbye. We will see you soon. See you
See you
next
Bye,
week.
everybody.
Bye.